Doom! Oh, wait, it's you.
Oh, well then, wonderful. Came. It's time for the preface. Preface. Begin.
Well, you see, we were in the forest, and then it got dark, and then it got dangerous.
I sense motive this woman of voluptuous breastedness and blonde hair.
Yeah, I heard you saying something about Clyde in your sleep.
It's important that you get here alive, and I don't want you to be dead.
You want me to whip this boy into shape and make a man out of him, or what? It'll take some time. Self-proclaimed champion of the tavern, no one can beat me. To the ground.
Killed Carl! My only idea right here, right now, is that we call ourselves Odd. It stands for Antithesis of Darkness. Also, I need you to drink this. And I hand him the clear potion. You drink it, I will kiss you full on the lips.
You gave him an erection that lasts longer than 4 hours.
What?
It's me.
What?
It's me.
Oh, me who? Do I know a me?
Oh god, no.
Oh, actually, Snow.
Yeah.
Would you want to see some of Angus's new tricks?
You do not want to see his horse's new tricks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode of Sword Art Online. We're beginning, and we have special guests. Say hi.
Hello.
All right, so we have 2 player characters for once in our
Oh my
very
God.
existence of a life,
You are no longer alone.
which means I don't have to voice act 27 bajillion NPCs, which
Yes,
is
you
wonderful.
Yes, you do.
I still have to.
Yes, you do.
It's
You're
great.
you're the DM. You have to do
I
everything.
have to do everything.
You have to do everything.
It's the burden's on me. But real quick, don't introduce your character. We'll do that in game.
Well, introduce
So,
yourself as a person.
As a person, do you want to put your name
Sure.
out on the air?
My name is Luke Tallwalker. I've been
Three
role
names.
playing since I was 14, and I'm 24. 10 years.
Decade.
I actually got you 2 into it, so ha!
Ha.
You're here because of moi. So basically, y'all are because of me. You're welcome.
There you go. You can. Everyone in the audience can thank you if they care to. All right. My other PC. Do you remember anything from that?
Oh dear. I drank a potion.
You did drink a
As
potion.
always. I
You
always
show
drink
every
potions.
episode. It has to be a potion.
And then stuff happened.
Try everything once.
Wow, stuff happened.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Actually, really not that much. We had to re-record last
We had to
episode,
re-record.
so
Okay, you went shopping. You sold a bunch of things.
Oh, yeah,
you
I
bought a
sold
bunch
stuff.
of things.
I finally got money. I
You
have
finally
money
have money. You're not broke.
After selling your body.
after I sold my body.
That is long after, actually.
Yeah. No, that's been like a while. I have my boar hat.
Her boar
Advertising.
hat and her cape and her boots
Which
with
is
the fur.
totally
with the fur.
not from something else.
Exactly. And then we made important decisions, or at least tried to. There was a little bit of a confliction, but inevitably, I think, was there a conclusion, or are we still on the fence?
Dear God. I'm on the fence.
She's still on the fence, whether to go west and chase after clan group, the Dark Guild, or whether to stay east and explore the floor. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to recombat this logic. Okay, M. Congratulations, Snow Hikara. You wake up. What do? You're in your bed. You're in the inn that you fell asleep in that you've been staying at for the past couple of days.
Okay. Am I in my dress or am I in the nude as I usually do?
You're probably, if that's how you normally sleep, that is how you would be.
I'm in my underwear at least.
Okay, she at least has underwear.
I have underwear on.
Great, good job.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do?
But
You wake up.
why? My question.
That's how she sleeps.
It was comfortable. Okay. They are like Egyptian cotton, like 1,000.
That's why you get the
thread.
silk and the sheets and everything else in Egyptian. You just naked.
Exactly. What she did. Okay. What do? You wake up.
It's PG-13, man. We have to have
Remember,
clothes.
you told your group that you would head out for the morning.
I know.
So it's crack of dawn.
I awaken. I sit up in bed, and my hair's like all scraggly, and I just kind of look like, what have I done?
You're well rested though.
Well, that's great. I love being well rested.
You're well rested, but you're.
Wait, does that mean I get a well rested bonus?
Of course you do.
Oh yes, plus 1 to everything, basically.
Basically, but you have this mental conflict in your head. You're like, we kind of came to a decision, but fence.
Yeah.
You're still on it. That fence.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the fence. I don't know. Should we stay here and what?
It's a little early. You're up it's like 7. You're up before most everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm thinking, do we stay in Variya or do we move on and go to the west? I don't know. These decisions are really tough because I felt like the party was still a little split.
You were.
I don't know why they trust me to make decisions. I think it's a terrible idea.
You were
but
voted team leader, basically.
I don't know why. I'm a terrible team leader.
So indecisive.
I know.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to get up and wrangle people, or do you just want to walk downstairs and wait?
I walk downstairs.
Walk downstairs. Okay. So whoa. Are you actually going downstairs? Are you using the stairs to go down?
Hold on. I have to get dressed. He made a good movement.
I was just like, oh.
She has done this before.
Did you just walk downstairs in just your underwear?
She has done this before.
Yeah, I have to get dressed. See,
I mean,
don't rush me, sir. I have to get dressed.
I like to see if
I
she misses
have to
things.
do
It makes
like-
it more interesting.
Well, you're the one who's rushing me. Rush me.
He asked you a question. You tell him, no, hold your horses.
Hold your
Exactly.
horses. There we go.
My horses are held.
Okay, so I dress myself in my
I'm holding his horses.
He's holding them for me.
Oh.
So you get dressed.
Yes, I get dressed.
Okay.
And then I go downstairs.
Wonderful. So
I
you
have
have
my
all your
gear.
armor and gear on, and you're well equipped. You've gotten everything out of your chest if you've stored anything, and you're well equipped.
Yes, I go downstairs and immediately I sit down and my head just
No,
goes,
no,
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 I
no.
can't sit down?
No, not yet.
Why not?
Because you're telling me what you do.
Oh, yeah.
You should tell me what you want to do. I'm going to tell you what happens.
I would like to go downstairs, sit down, and bang my head on the table as
Wonderful.
hard as I possibly
so
can.
you are walking down the hallway out of your room, and as you're walking down the stairs, you hear this loud, boisterous voice. Ho, ho, weary traveler. It's so fine to be in this inn. And you hear a conversation between this loud, boisterous voice and the innkeeper that you know is Variya. Oh, wonderful to see. We don't have many visitors. We actually have a couple people staying at the inn right now, but it's always wonderful to have new guests. So what do you do?
I walk past. I go down and I sit down.
So you open the door, and before you see standing a rather tall, blonde-haired man in gleaming, shining, radiant armor. I mean, he's talking very boisterously, and he's very happy and proud, and it's wonderful inn that you have here today, and it's a quaint morning, and so good to be up at the crack of dawn. Just love the smell of the flowers. Meek little girl who looks also blonde hair, blue eyes, but she's a foot shorter than him in stature. I absolutely love the wonderful nature village you have here and how it's all built into I love the elephant. And she's like playing with her with her, and she's a little meek and standing behind the larger gentleman. And then you also see kind of like a foot back, those two are really close, but there's just this other guy standing really straight.
Oh, I'd be leaning against the wall, like, bored.
Oh, never mind. He's leaning against a wall board, waiting for these two to get done whatever they're working on, because he's got bigger things to worry about.
It's too loud in this city.
It's too loud in this tiny little elven village
It's too
tavern
loud.
at 7 in
I
the
am
morning.
used to the dead silence of the woods, my friend.
There you go. He's just standing there with a toothpick in his mouth, leaning up against a wall. And this is the scene before you.
I walk downstairs and I bang my head on the table. It's been a long day already.
And this little girl just turns around. Oh my. And she pulls on this larger man's arm, and she's, Callahan, don't you think we should help? And he's just completely enthralled in his conversation with Franny. They're talking about all the wonderful meals they have here, and the guild system, and the Ranger Society. You overhear all of this, and then
I'm just watching her banging her head and just kind of sitting there snickering at her.
And you feel a tugging on your garment. Miss, are you okay?
No, life is short. And also, I don't know what to do. But thank you for asking. Who are you?
It may be short, but there is such wonderful in it. Hi, my name's Selena, and she reaches out her hand. Take yours.
I look at her hand, and my only thought is, it's another child. Why are there so many children in this game? Oh, wait. It is an MMO.
My name's Selena, but you can call me Lena. That's what all my friends do.
Hi, Lena. My name is Snow.
Oh, what a beautiful.
Yes, it is beautiful now, isn't it? Thank you. And I just go back to banging my head on the table. Well, not really bang. I just like put it back down and just like sigh heavily.
Okay. And as you do, you felt a little bit of damage underwent you. And you have you had a little red bruise mark, and you feel the kind of stinging because you banged your head against. And she touches your shoulder. Feel that it is healed.
People touching me.
And she's like, well, I'm sorry that things are troubling you. If there's anything we can help, don't worry. We're part of the Mercy Guild. And she points to. She's like, that's the big guy over there.
I shoot up immediately.
Yeah.
The Mercy Guild?
Yeah.
The people that you've been advertising in the forums and everything?
Oh, I mean, none of us do that, but yeah, we've got people that we've have the.
I grab her by the shoulders. I grab her by the shoulders.
I walk over. Please let her go.
Do heal stuff.
Please let her go.
I release her shoulders.
Thank you. Go back to my corner.
What is your character?
In game, it's his name. His username would be Tempest. 2319.
2319.
Okay. Thanks, Tempest. Yeah, no.
No, she would just call me Lieutenant.
Lieutenant?
Or I'll take one of those.
She should probably call you. Thanks, Lieutenant. Yeah, no, we're part of the Mercy Guild. We all bound together because we wanted to help people. You know, it's kind of been a struggle for everyone. So I try and heal them.
And then, as the large boisterous man talking to Franny is hearing that you're talking about his guild, and he's like, "That's right. That's the Mercy Guild, all right. The proudest, largest guild of them all. We're seeking to help the meek and raise the weak up from their ashes."
Hold up. The largest guild of them all?
The best guild of them all. Numbers don't always matter. It's all about the character in your heart.
Yeah, I was about to say, we have Dark Guild over here, who's like,
Those vile scum, and he spits on the ground.
I join him.
And then you see as Lena goes and she picks up a kerchief and wipes it off the. Doesn't want to dirty the nice lady's.
Wow.
Oh my god. I open up my menu and I send a message to my party and I'm just like, guys, there are healers. All these like just exclamation points, like, you know, the longest I can go text wise. And I send that.
Just healers. You know there's better things than just healing spells. It's called utility.
Dude, do you know how hard it's been without health potions?
You think I took healing spell?
Healing spell.
Okay. So you're engaged in conversation. So it's, what are you doing way out here, weary traveler? Are you in need of assistance? That's why we came to this far off part of the realm.
Well, we're out here trying to, you know, obtain. Well, originally we came here to obtain slimes, and you know, because we needed them to make health potions because we don't have a healer in our party.
Yeah, a lot of people have actually been interested. Because they did take the heat.
Yes.
But that's why we created a guild, so we can come over and help all you guys.
On another note, you know what happened though? Dark Guild. Dark Guild happened.
We are well aware. That's the entire foundation of our guild is upon, is to smite their wrongdoings. They laid vanquish to the entire realm by withholding a valuable resource to all the many people of this nation. So we came apart and rallied together in order to help young folk like you.
Yeah, I had a run-in with them. Yeah, I had a run-in with them. They're dicks. Also, they were spying on us. I don't know why.
Best way to deal with it. Swift kick to the groin.
Don't brash about it.
Fine. Arrow to the face.
Don't worry about him. He's just a little overprotective and doesn't like.
Don't worry. This is like a, what is it? PvP free zone. I couldn't kick him if I wanted to.
Oh, well. Anyway.
I tried to open somebody's door once without knocking it in, and it told me I couldn't knock it down because it was an immortal object. Or
nice.
that was a free PvP free zone. I was like, I didn't even attack this door. So that's been my week. Anyway, yes. My name is Snow, and I'm part of Odd. We're not really a part of anything yet. Okay, so we're trying to become a guild. We're not there yet. We're working on it.
Ah, such valiant young hearts. I'm glad to see young folk are still having the aspirations and dreams that they once held kindled toward.
Still a little off.
I think it's a lovely name. I'm sure you worked really hard on it.
Well, it stands for the antithesis of darkness.
Oh, see, I told you she put a lot of thought and made it really pretty, eloquent. I love it.
But it's interesting.
I know.
And in the middle of your conversation, you hear footsteps. They seem heavier, and then through the door, like, "What'd you go on ahead and wake us up for? What do you mean there's healers down here?"
I just point all over the room, like to these guys. I'm like, healing spell.
What you see, and many characters are well acquainted with, is a large black man, about as large as Gallahan, and I believe yourself as well. You were rather tall.
I'm taller, but I'm pretty.
Okay. A very large, well built black man comes down. Oh my God! I haven't seen the light of day in ages. And he comes up, and he would go to shake Gallahan's hand. Nice to meet you. My name's Tiffany. I'm the blacksmith, I guess, of the party.
He said black.
The pun was intended. And then behind him waves a meek little man.
I can't even believe it. Like, how do I respond to this man?
And then someone with shaggy brown hair kind of points in. Hi. I'm Wilson. I'm kind of the cartographer. Cavalier. Make math.
Very useful skill to have. I too make, but in real life, a little different in the game.
It's been really nice for the exploration, and we were figuring we could maybe sell them to other adventurers to help them out. I like where you're thinking. That sounds like a wonderful ploy to help individuals out. Any way you can help out is a great way.
So, Snow, are they gonna be helping us out? Why else would you message that they're healers?
Well, I mean, they are part of Mercy, and I just look at them. So,
I mean, we all need help with.
We're always hands for hire, whether you want to recruit a whole party if you have the gold, or just a couple of individuals might be willing to lend a hand.
well, here's the deal. We're trying to figure out where we're supposed to be going right now. Well, not even where we're supposed to be going. Because I know our party's a little split on what we need to do. I know some of us, and I look at my group and I say, wanted to stay here in Variya.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. It's an enchanted forest, quite literally. Good place if you want to make magical arms and armor, which I know Seilia was in, and you wanted me to work on that project for you.
Yeah, exactly. And then some of us wanted to go west.
I mean, I wouldn't mind making maps there, but I could also stay here and finish them. So I'll go wherever you all want to go.
What's out west? It's so.
So we're trying to find out what the Dark Guild was doing down here. Because they were talking to a NPC who was telling them about a quest over in the west. Something about mines and treasure and stuff. They're looking for something. We also think that maybe the exit to this floor is here in Variya.
That would be useful.
Yeah. So we're either going to A, find the Dark Guild, or B, we're going to do the quest, or C, find the way out on our own. But that's where we're having issues, is because some of us want to stay here and others would like to adventure.
So in the middle, as you guys are talking, you hear rather large, thunderous footsteps clambering down the hallway.
No, she gave us a message. She's probably right there in the inner tavern. You just gotta turn the door to me. I gotta duck you. You're too tall.
And it's like, I'm sorry. It's just like, it's really difficult because, I'm tall, but the doorways are short, and then you add an extra foot or two to me, and it's hard to maneuver around these little tiny elfin villages. But then you see a almost doesn't fit in the room level and has to literally duck under the doorway. Giant orc man.
Oh wow.
Who is 7'4", and on top of him is riding a little girl, and she's currently in her pajamas where she has like little stars and moons. And he's just wearing a loincloth, basically.
We'll stop. I'll look. I call dibs on him for basketball.
Oh, I mean, I never really did much of the sports, but a lot of people recruited me because I could pick things up really well.
They're calling you for basketball.
Honestly, I'm not sure where he's from because he keeps talking about villages and stuff. And I don't know if it's real or if it's like roleplay. I'm serious.
Where are you from, large orc?
Well, it's just, I came in the game and orcs get a minus to their intelligence, and he looks down. I can't remember. It's all muddled together somewhere in there.
So you don't know where your physical body's at?
It's somewhere out there.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's been having a lot of issues with that. But luckily I found the big guy and I've been helping him out. And she's like rocking back and forth. Yeah, he had issues with the whole menu things and the reading because his int mod is a -2, so he can't read or write or anything.
But
They didn't tell me this.
they're just game stats. Why do they affect you in real life?
I mean, the best I could figure out, and I'm a cunning little job. is that the game actually did end up modifying some of our realistic characteristics. For example, I'm not actually 2'4" in real life. And this big guy isn't 7'4", so it did modify us a little.
6'2" in real life either. I'm also not a sylph.
So while the game it like melded both our realistic physical forms, but also kind of gave us new bodies based off of what we desired.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not an elf in real life, although some people might argue otherwise. Anyway, so yeah.
So why did you message us? Why you woke him up? You had to bang on his head a bunch and shake him around.
I'll walk over there. Next time, use these, and I'll hand her some smelling salts.
I didn't wake him up then. You woke him up.
Well, you woke me up, and I'm his alarm clock.
Yeah, I have issues getting up. She has to rattle the brain around a little bit. Maybe a quick jolt.
Ice water works very well.
I woke you guys up because, well, these guys are part of Mercy. And remember how I kept saying, we need a healer? We need healing?
And Crystal jumps off of Grog's head, and she runs up to, Selena, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's a pretty dress. I like the little flowers you have embroidered on it, and it's great. And you have a daffodil in your hair. You're so cute. Oh, I thank you. I really appreciate all the nice comments you're giving me. You seem like a really sweet girl too. I'm really nice. I thought it was really nice how you helped that big guy out over there." And these two just go on about like complimenting each other and saying how they're beautiful, and this goes on for like a solid 5 minutes. So you may either interrupt them or discuss your own means.
Are we in an inn or a tavern?
You're it's a tavern, so it's a little bit. It's a bar, but it's also there are rooms upstairs.
Well, I'm gonna go to the bar and be like, breakfast, ale, please.
Oh, right away. Is there anything you had in mind for breakfast?
Eggs, toast, bacon if you have it.
Oh no, we only have a vegan diet here.
Hang on. I go up to him, I say,
Excuse me?
Yeah, I've been eating giant bowls of porridge.
And he points to a giant bowl, which is literally the size of a normal table that he's been eating.
She says it's got a lot of seeds in it.
Oh yes, we have flax seeds and hemp hearts. We've got all kinds of wheat and barley, and it's just
fine. I'll take a fruit bowl and I'll pull some jerky out of my bag and start munching.
He grimaces as you do that, and she scurries off into the kitchen to go prepare your food.
I hate elves.
yeah.
Meat makes you strong.
I go up to Luke's character. What's your name again?
Tempest.
But I heard you be called Lieutenant.
Yeah, LT, either one.
Okay. Lieutenant, believe me, I know a guy. Is Clyde downstairs yet?
No.
I messaged him. Clyde. Darling, I need you.
Oof.
That should give him a
I
bonus.
saw a 2, a 17, and a 4.
Okay. And as at the last message, you hear a thud, a little bit of a clanging, some scampering across the floor.
Do you guys have a
rolling down
in here?
something that sounds like it's rolling down the stairs. Ow! And then out in the doorway, you see a half-dressed man in a t-shirt, one sock on, and heart boxers, with really scraggly hair. He's like, "Whoa! What do you need? I'm down here. I came as soon as you called."
This man makes a good meal.
"Oh, well, don't mind if I do." And he straightens his shirt and does his hair a little bit, and he's like, "I can make the best breakfast you've ever seen."
Bet. Do it. Do it, and I'll give you...
He looks at you as if, like, with these eyebrows. Like, "Can I? May I?
How about this?
Is it allowed?"
Press me with a meal, and I'll give you a mission.
He looks at you.
Go ahead.
He runs outside.
I don't know why I have to give him permission.
You're the one who called him.
I did call him.
So he runs outside.
I begin drinking my ale in anticipation of this glorious meal.
So, why do they call you Lieutenant? Lieutenant?
Because, real life, I am a lieutenant in the United States Air Force.
Wow. I'm in nursing school.
They're very important. I know quite a few nurses who have saved my life many times. I'm pararescue.
Ah. That's more than what I do.
It's come in quite handy in this predicament we've all been in. But mainly using it to make sure all these little kids don't get hurt.
Yeah.
He kind of notions as you see
Selena and Crystal are sitting on the floor, and they're pointing at clothes and different flowers. And Selena has a book out which looks like it has some drawings in it.
I agree. They might be children.
I'm very thankful that I didn't allow my daughter to play this game when it first. I told her I would play it first and tell her how it was. Well, now we're all stuck here.
Yeah.
So that is my personal goal. Help everyone get through this alive.
Yeah, no, that's a great goal.
And the first thing I do when I get out is I'm hopping in my jet and I'm bombing the servers.
Bombing the servers. Oh, I don't know if I...
He keeps saying that. What a wonderful jest. I'm so glad, though, that we have people like him that are willing to rustle up those who have fallen down and help them back up to their feet.
Yeah.
I'll lean over to Snow's character. What they don't know is I've piloted stealth bombers. Not this.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how Japan's going to feel about me bombing them.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to enjoy that very much.
Well, so I hear that you're going off an adventure. Could you use some assistance? Were you looking to recruit a party or anything specific in need? We have a large list of able healers ready at our disposal. Currently, though, we only have 3 of us here, but within a week's time we could gather more.
I've got quite a few interesting characters on my
I mean, we could definitely use all the help we can get. We're struggling as it is, and I mean, one of you wants to come with us. I mean, I look at my group and I say, who would really like to stay here for now? And I think if it's a good amount of us, maybe we'll all just stay. But at the same time, I do think maybe we need to make some progress elsewhere.
Well, I mean, like we said, it's kind of up to what our goals are. If we want to hunt down Dark, because we know Dark's left the floor, if we hunt them down, we know exactly where the floor is. But we have a sneaking suspicion that we're already close to the exit of the floor. So if we looked around here, we wouldn't have to go all the way back there and then possibly all the way back here, which could save us weeks of traveling.
Could do is, like we were suggesting, leave half your party here, work on ending and getting you armament, supplies. The rest of us go out and find.
Yeah.
And if we find something that we can't all handle, we come back to the party.
That's true. Okay. All right.
So I want to stick it to that Dark Guild. As soon as I see that Draken fellow, I'm kicking him in the shins.
You're kicking him in the shins, huh?
Right in the shins.
Who said that?
There's the little girl Crystal who's pointing at the drawings that Selena did.
I'll figure it out.
Oh my, that's a little much. I mean, couldn't you just like have a sit down talk with them and like discuss how what they did wasn't nice and like how we should help everyone? And she's just rocking back.
I also heard a letter with a scroll of fireball on it.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Where can we get one of those? Magic shop.
Do you need one? I have a wizard on reserve.
The only offensive spell she can cast is Fireball. Actually,
really?
Yeah. She's a divination witch.
At least she took Fireball.
She did it to light her pipe.
Yeah.
Why not just use Spark?
She does, but she went down divination and a little bit into fires because she figured it would be thematic for lighting her pipe. Her bonded item is her pipe. So she can smoke. And it's enchanted.
We need to teach this girl that, yes, we're in a video game, but we're not in a video game.
Oh my.
So I say, okay. Then that's what we'll do. Tiffany, Seilia.
She's not down here.
She's
yeah,
not.
What do you need?
Oh, dang it. Well, Tiffany, tell Seilia, you guys stay here.
Right, who else do you think should stay here? It sounded like we're splitting the party up in half, and if you're going with these 3 gents.
I feel like we should leave the kids here, too.
I'm not a kid. I'm a strong, able-bodied woman. And she stands up straight.
She said she's 30. I don't believe it.
And she runs up and she touches your leg and she's like, "Oh, trust me, I'm more than enough of a woman for you."
Oh.
And she strokes your leg.
You don't have insight check of Pathfinder.
No, you don't have.
You have sense motive.
All right, yeah, I'll do that. Where is my sense motive?
Sense motive her.
What was that?
16.
So sense motive would be a 26.
You can tell that she's jokingly being flirtatious, but she's serious.
Be like, thank you, but I'm married.
Oh, don't worry, I've got my grog. And she climbs up on his head.
Aha! I just kind of go, finally. Aha! Finally.
What? We've been companions for like 2 weeks. Of course I have him.
Air quotes. Companions. Yeah, that's what we've been going with.
Yeah, I mean, she's been helping me out the entire time.
Oh my gosh. What if you guys are like secretly... Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I was thinking
Pretty lady's lost me in all these complex
In my-
thoughts again.
in my
I'm
head.
following her, but I'm not sure she's on.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what if Frog doesn't remember that they're like a couple or something?
Oh my gosh, it's like 100 First Dates, the movie.
Oh
The
my.
woman has amnesia, so they relive their first date over and over again.
That's. I think that's what it is. That's what my character's thinking.
Could be.
It's probably not,
Probably
but
not, but it could be.
It's- I mean,
it could be.
who knows?
It could.
originally I was shipping him with an NPC to mess with her, but
All right, so as I finish downing this ale, does that guy come back with my breakfast yet?
Oh yeah. So you've got a platter. Like thick bread slices with butter, slices of ham, eggs, hash browns. You have a little side of French toast with like a vanilla glaze and strawberry drizzle on top of it.
Is there orange juice and milk?
There is grapefruit juice.
Close enough. Ooh.
Ah, well, my lady, are you not impressed by this banquet I can provide? And
I just
he doesn't look at you. He's only looking at her when he's providing this food to you.
I just whatever, just start digging in. I just start chowing down.
just like, yes, it's very impressive. Also, you're with me, Wilson. You're with me.
Yeah, I ate the whole thing.
Well, of course I'm with you. Where else would I? Oh, what do you mean with you?
You need to come with me. I need you. I need your horn, and I need your abilities. You have more skills. And I kind of gesture over to Clyde.
Hey, I take offense to that. Why are you keeping me around then?
Because you cook good things, and you're fun to be around.
Gosh darn right I am. Wilson's blushing and is kind of like swaying back. Said she needed me.
Besides, you two are my boys. I need you. All right. Then I turn to Grog and Crystal. I say, you guys, you have an important task.
All right, we're on it.
You are responsible for trying to find the exit here while we were gone.
Like eggs. Exits are good.
I'm gonna DM.
No,
her character.
no, big guy. She means we need to find the way out.
Oh, I understand. Those are good too. We've been looking for that for a while.
Yeah. You guys are responsible for that, and I trust you. Message us immediately when you find it, if you find it. Or if you see anything suspicious.
All right, wonderful. It sounds like you're getting a plan together. Is there anything we can help with? Of course, for a small fee.
Is that the paladin?
Yes,
dude?
that's the large
Galahad.
gleaming Galahad, the paladin.
Is anyone gonna stop me as I just devour this whole platter?
No,
No.
that was all for you.
Oh,
Why do you think I keep him around?
I can see why. I might stick with you guys if I get breakfast like this all the time.
Hear that, Clyde? Hear that?
More people appreciate my cooking. I hear it.
Yes, but trust me, sir. More people will appreciate me.
I'm well acquainted with that. That is a harsh reality I've learned to know.
Yeah. You'll
All
get
right.
better. So I'm just like, I mean, we would appreciate the company. We're heading to the west, and we're just trying to find out more information overall.
Well, it sounds like you're splitting the party. Some of us can stay here. We can send a few of us. Either our lieutenant here can stay here and help you scout out the woods, because I know he's very adept in his hunting. And then you could us two can accompany you, and he motioning basically to himself and the little girl Selena that you met earlier.
I mean, you guys are welcome to join us. However many you want to come.
Of course, if it is a quest you intend to send us on, perchance some form of reimbursement would be due, I would presume. We are a guild, after all, trying to increase our ranks and our supplies.
I guess we're going on a quest, but I don't know what the quest is. We're questing to the west.
Say earlier we're trying to find the exit to the floor.
Well, that was mostly here, but
Sounds like we're splitting up. She wants to do both things at once. She's an advantageous one.
Well, we don't know for sure that the exit to this floor is where.
Yeah.
So I think dealing with the Dark Guild would be better because it helps the general population.
Well, I had the hypothesis, right? If the Dark Guild was last seen here and the player numbers on the floor keep fluctuating, meaning going up, and they just came back from having been seen leaving, then they probably left this floor and came back down, and that's why we saw them on their way back to the west.
Or they found a subfloor.
Could have. But either way, it's progress, so I figured we should scout out this general area.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I still think the Dark Guild.
Well, they're in the west. At least that's what I know from what they were getting information-wise.
Well, I can't say for the lieutenant. He's free to do as he please and offer his services for whatever price he may claim, but if you were going to request the help of my dear self Galahad and my younger sister here, Selena, I would appreciate if we could talk rates in which we would be assisting. We don't mind going out into the forest and helping scout out. In fact, we're quite adept and good at keeping those individuals alive.
I look at Crystal and Grog and I say, think you'll need the assistance?
I mean, we've been out on our own before. We've managed to handle ourselves.
I am a leaf on the wind. No one ever touches me. The big guy over here, though, he gets beat up, but he's normally pretty fine on his own.
Okay, so you wouldn't like Selena to go with you?
Oh my gosh, but having another girlfriend would be great!
We could send Selena and Galahad with them too. And they could go check out the west and we could.
You're swapping it now? Because before you wanted to go with Dark.
Well, my character would be better in the fourth. They return.
Do you think we should stay here and send them over?
Yeah.
I look at Grog and Crystal. You guys like
that way
adventure,
they have
too.
heals, damage, ability, and now that we have heals.
That's true. You guys do like the adventure.
Oh my gosh, we would get to explore a new place?
I'm really good at running distance, so if we have to explore and go out and find a
Tactically
new
wise,
land,
it's better to separate our party this way.
Very well, then that's what we'll do. Thank you, Lieutenant.
You're welcome. Thank you for the meal.
That
My
was-
services will be half off.
How much do your services normally
Yeah, how much
cost?
are your services?
Depending upon the difficulty of the quest. Considering the fact that we're in a level 3, 4 zone, I'd probably charge you about 150 gold per day.
Per day.
Per day.
I open my wallet.
Or for dibs on loot.
It's crying. It's crying so hard.
You also offered 4 dibs on loot. So you know from playing the game that whenever you kill a creature, everyone rolls for their own loot.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 rolls per creature. And I have written out what you get out of that. But yeah, basically what he could do is he could be like, I not only get my loot, but I get first picks of whatever your loot is as well.
No, I just get first pick. First item, like say we kill a boss monster and there's 3 items, I get first pick item and then we.
These are the.
I have such bad luck as it is.
And then if you
I'm
get
gonna
good
lose
luck
all
one
of my
time,
good luck.
you can have it. Up to you.
And to be fair, if something won't work for me, I will not take it. You like say we drop 3 items and they're all for your class, i.e. fighters, and nothing for an archer such as myself, I'll let you have them all.
I'm a bard at heart, man. But yeah.
I mean, I'm an airman. I'm a pilot.
I'm actually a nurse at heart, so I don't know what to tell you.
No, you're not.
I hate being a nurse already. Okay.
So what do you decide to do?
I'll give him the... I look at my wallet, I open it up, and I just hear the sound crying in my head. Ears.
How much coin do you have, young lady?
400 gold.
Oh my.
Well, she has left after going.
Pulls out my wallet. Huh.
I hate to tell you this, but
I had 4 grand left over.
And I figured as much.
I'm a level 4. I haven't made much money.
I'll tell you what. Because of the delicious meal and that you are a nice young lady, I will go with this mission for you and we will figure it out at the end.
Clyde can cook for you the entire time.
That would help your cause.
I mean, anything for you. Remember, 2 times, anytime I want.
Anytime.
And he just and he goes back outside to wrap up basically what his cooking supplies and everything.
He's never gonna forget that.
She was hopeful.
Dang it.
We have an accord.
We have an accord, and I take his hand, I shake it. And his hand is probably like really strong, and I got like tiny.
Actually, my hand is very breezy too.
Really?
I'm a self.
Oh, that's cool.
You can feel like air
Actually,
coming off of
No,
me.
I do have I'm actually pretty strong for my character, so I could give you a good shake back.
Okay.
I'll also send you a friend request.
Oh, friend request! I love friends. Oh crap! I liked being a solo player at one point. I don't know what my emotions are anymore.
All right. So, and as this is going on, you see Galahad and Selena chatting up with Grog and Crystal. And they're also shaking hands, and you see trades going back and forth. And it seems like
I will send a friend request to everybody here.
Okay, so you get a friend request. So you now also know that there is Grog, Crystal, Tiffany, Wilson, Clyde, and there is still one person you haven't met. Don't worry about her. Seilia, she's upstairs. She lacks her beauty rest. But well, if you want to, we can get her a friend request from you too. She's a resident magic items crafter. So if you need anything enchanted, in fact, she helped me make this. And he points to his breastplate, and he taps on it, and it shows that it's kind of glowing a pink aura. She enchanted mage armor onto it. It's actually currently giving me a +11 bonus to my AC.
I will spawn my bow and show him my quiver. I'll just inspect my gear, sir.
And basically you just send him a list of everything you have, and his jaw gets like lower and lower and lower and lower, and he's like, these are our goals. Life dreams are in your inventory. Everything we ever wanted to craft, we dream. Currently, oh my. And he goes on this long tangent about everything he's making, and one of the things he mentions is what he's currently making for Emily, which he says because we were able to get a dire bear head. Oh my gosh, we are so excited for this. Once we can craft this and make it into what we want, it's going to be permanent bear's endurance.
Nice.
+4 to your constitution. Every time you level up, that's 2 more HP. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm looking to get my hands on one. I gotta go find this individual Pelly Eyes. We're gonna get ourselves a bear head, and then I'm gonna have this beautiful shoulder mount. Is
he coming with us?
Unfortunately, no. What we're working on this project for her for the permanent bear's endurance, that's gonna take about a week or 2 to craft.
You have a shop?
We have a mobile shop, and we also made a deal with the local blacksmith here that he's allowing us to use some of his space for work. So we're actually going to be stationed in Variya here, so if you ever need help, or if you ever need us to work on anything for you...
How about an investor?
And his eyes get big. I never thought I'd hear such beautiful words. And he goes in he just runs upstairs. And then you hear screaming and kicking, a high-pitched woman. And then he runs back downstairs, and he has a lady in his arms. It's a thin white woman. All she has on right now is her hat, and she has a purple evening gown. Right on.
She's like, put me down. I absolutely did not ask to be brought down here right now. I am not in proper attire.
And she reaches in her back pocket, and she's like, oh. And she puts her pipe in, and she puffs.
All right. Hello, my name is Seilia.
And she holds out her hand.
Wonderful to meet you. I heard we had an investor. And I am
She
so
heard that so
happy.
fast.
He ran upstairs and grabbed
He
her.
ran upstairs, grabbed her out of bed. She is still in her pajamas.
Wait, he's able to go. Were they sharing a room?
You never asked.
Oh my god, I ask now. Wait, are you guys sharing a room?
It's an adjoined room.
Oh, an adjoined room. I see how it is.
Can we have baby as an SAO?
And she blushes, and Tiffany's like, that's not why they're adjoined. It's so when we have late night projects working on what we're currently crafting, we can not have to worry about the going back and forth, and we could just run over and...
No, I'm asking the nurse a serious question. Can we have babies in SAO?
I open my menu, and I go to Alice. Alice.
Yes,
Can
welcome
character-
to Alice.
Shut up, Alice, for a second. Can characters have babies in this game?
Why, of course. This is a complete this is a complete simulation of the reality of life as it were, and to exist. If you given enough time, if you were in this game for 9 months approximately after the pregnancy, you could potentially have a child in this game and raise it as your own.
I close my menu. So, guys, just so you know, use protection. Use it.
Everyone's just looks around and kind of like shrugs like, okay, sure, because we've been doing that.
And I'm just saying, don't do anything in this game without your armor.
All right, without your armor on.
Gosh, fair point.
There you go.
So yes, Seilia and Tiffany.
So yes, I hear you were looking to be an investor of sorts.
She stroked
Please
his
don't
leg.
touch me. But yes,
his arm, his.
I'm married. Please don't touch me. But yes.
We haven't had such enthusiasm since she picked us up, and she's been giving us plenty of work. Her and her other party members. It was been great.
I smile. Yeah.
And while the work's nice and all, we could use a large-scale investor so we could actually expand and hopefully get our own forge on the higher level floors.
Yes, and free enchants are very nice.
I mean, as long as the funds keep coming, you are welcome to our services at any time.
How's $2,000?
That could be nice. It would be decent enough to pay a rent for a forge if we could get a... Well, we'll talk prices later.
Very well.
Alright. Well, with that, I believe that we're going to be off. We have actually discussed and we have a lot of plans for getting to the Western Realms, so if you need anything, you can contact any of us. And he's sent a friend request to all of you and everything. So yeah, you see that Gallahan and Selena are their names, and they are all headed off.
Yeah, so we'll be going to the town of beginnings, and we're gonna be heading west there, and we'll notify you if anything interesting happens.
Gallahan, don't forget to check in every 6 hours.
Of course, we have a routine schedule.
I run over and I give Crystal a hug and Grog a hug. I'm like, I will see you guys soon.
I mean, I don't know about how soon, but you'll definitely see us.
Soon
We
enough.
couldn't leave you.
I know. So I'm just like, okay, just
And she grabs on your leg, and she's like, remember, you gotta message me every 6 hours and an update on how Nichia's doing.
I was gonna message you. I was gonna ask for like a message for like every day, but every 6 hours.
I have to have it. If anything happens to that king, I have to know immediately, and I
there
will
a-
come back.
Nichia is the king. Sorry, he's my wolf. He is currently. Actually, no. I thought he was done recuperating.
You would have been in your bedroom the entire time he was sleeping.
Oh, okay. So he's been asleep. Is there like a photo up thing I can do? Like take pictures?
Of course, you can take pictures of things.
I'm like, I'll send you photographical evidence every 6 hours.
You better, and if there's anything wrong, we're coming back right away.
Very well.
All right, so with all of that and your goodbyes, those four are heading off, and you can see that they use their leaf crystals, and they kind of pixelate, and it just poofs, and they're gone.
Frog's gonna be hungry. I look at my wrist. 2 hours. Hope she has food.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't have to feed him. He was eating a hole in my wallet. She keeps batting her pretty little eyes and expects everything to be done, and oh, trust me, it does. But at the same time, my wallet is hurting. Everything I get in loot does not go to me, it goes to the kitchen supplies.
And the bones?
Bone meal can be useful.
Very good for making arrow spears.
Also, skulls sell for a lot of money. I'm just letting you know.
Everyone looks through their inventories. We don't have any skulls, but I've got a skeleton soul. Yeah, I've got one of those too. Yeah, I was planning on using that for some kind of magical crafting to see if we could make a remnant thing.
Yeah, I went to the magic shop. Apparently the guy there is like a secretly a necromancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, secretly. Got a lisp.
Oh. Necromancer was the other class I was debating for this arcane archer. That's what my daughter wanted to play, believe it or not.
An arcane archer or the necromancer?
She wants to play necromancer. My daughter is very strange. I think she gets it from her mother.
Why?
Alright. Are we gonna... Do you need me to write out the map?
Yes, who's
Yeah.
going with us? I can write maps as well.
Clyde and will probably go with us while they work. Celia and Tiffany work on.
Gosh darn right, you want this
So
helm
it's
of
gonna
bear
be
endurance? It's not gonna come free. It's
the
gotta take a
four
lot of
of us.
work.
Yeah, it'll be 4 of us.
So it'll be a fighter, a cavalier, me, and who's the other guy?
A samurai.
And he puts on he puts on his little mask and armor. He's like, "What do you think?" And he poses with a longbow. He's got like this red samurai.
Please tell me he
stereotypical
acts
armor.
on Let's
I send
Go.
him my inventory list. Don't forget the
I've
ring.
never.
Don't forget the rings in there too.
I know. I've never drooled over something that wasn't food before.
That's not true.
That wasn't food or a hot babe before.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys need to go shopping before we left? I've already cleared out my inventory.
I look at my inventory. It looks like I'm not gonna get much else. I have a med kit. That's about all we have in this.
One inspector inventory.
Look at my inventory. I let him peruse my inventory.
By me. And yes, they would have ended up selling everything. Well, no, all this food. How did? Oh, yeah, okay.
You just have a regular short bow, a short sword, and a dagger.
She hasn't enchanted anything yet.
Are they all like this? I look at these.
Tiffany and Seilia are the only people with enchanted gear.
I look at these for level 3, 4, and I think there's a level 2 character here. 5.
Yeah, no. All the ones.
So who's my party? I got a level.
Your party.
4. I'm a 4.
You have a 4. Clyde is a 3, and Wilson is a 5.
I baby Clyde.
I look at these adorable level 5 and below adventurers and say, "Follow me."
Well, you heard the man. He's wearing the pants today, guys. I can't make these decisions. Not right now.
I take them to the magical items shop.
Why? Apparently, you're getting spoiled. You have a sugar daddy, Em.
Oh gosh.
He doesn't want them to die, and if they're armed better, he doesn't have to work as hard.
Yeah. No. Reason why I never visited the magic shop, I didn't have money.
I know.
This is the first time I've had money.
So we go to the magic item shop.
Oh, I go get my wolf before we go.
Okay, so you go up and you
Is that your animal companion?
Yes.
Adorable. Let me show you mine.
And you see this wolf sitting up very proud and proper and puffing its chest out, and he glares at you, and he looks up at you, but he looks like he's like, his head is facing up, but he looks like he's looking down upon you, like he's very regal.
Let me show you mine. Someone's elemental.
Yeah.
And you see, as it kind of forms this kind of like dust cloud, and it has a little, and how would you describe it?
It's a large elemental.
Medium.
I said large. Because I put 30,000 gold into it.
Medium.
It's
Yeah,
a
no
medium-
one was able to summon large elemental and put in a permanency is the issue. The caster level requirements weren't high enough.
The medium elemental air.
So you see as this kind of like tornado.
His name is Gusty.
Figures, and he's got little yellow eyes, and he's got like a windy mouth that kind of like shapes and like basically a miniature like sandstorm
I have
tornado
a
kind of
picture of him,
spinning there.
actually.
Well, there you go. That'll definitely help. I mean, it would help me describe it because I was trying to figure out what you envisioned it to be. All right.
Well,
So you're taking them to the magic shop. Let me see if I can.
well, I look deeper. I look at this elemental, and I just look at Nachia, and I say, "So, are you going to evolve into that or something, Nachia? Because
And he kind of just tilts his head.
we gotta work on you. We really do."
Here it is. Here is the town map, if you are interested. And they also share the maps with you of where they have explored thus far.
Without the guy on top.
Yeah, that's basically what I figured. Like a little, basically tornado, like dust cloud tornado with little, rather actually bulky arms.
You were thinking more like this.
Yeah, basically.
That's what he was thinking.
That's what I was envisioning, but
Yeah.
it was close enough. So yes, you end up going to magic shop. You end up knocking on the magic shop, and the magic shop's really nice. It's got these like two trees that kind of curve up into the archway, and they kind of adjoin at the top, and everything's obviously wood and very natural, and green, and the windows and pouring in, and the shop door says open.
Wow, this is the first time I've actually been to the magic shop here.
I haven't been to this one. I've been to several others. Normally I get gear from other guild members. Putting it to the NPCs is okay, but I prefer giving my gold too.
Yeah, I've been to one other magic shop.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I tend to find that magic shop items you have to get, they're hit or miss. You get lucky or you don't. It's normally good to have a good enchant. Why? I want to fund your... Anyway, so let's go into the shop. I knock on the door.
Okay. So the door is open.
Okay.
So you can just walk in. The sign says open. It's actually it's like a birch wood, but it's got like glass panes, and most of it's actually glass. And there's a nice little like brass handle. You open it. You step in, and it's rather. It's not that wide or long, but it's really tall actually. And basically, the way you get up to other floors is there seems to be little floating stones which you can step on. But there only seems to be like one per floor, and it doesn't look like they go quite high enough. but there are definitely multiple different levels with an array of books. Right in front of you on the current floor you're on, there are basically 3 glass cases that look like they're housing items of various wares. And these,
So this is basically Limbo.
kind of. And the little stones that look like they're kind of floating between the floors are in the corners of the room as you walk through the entrance.
Got it.
So where would you go?
I'll walk
Oh, and there is a man who is asleep in the chair behind the most furthest most desk.
I will go to the desk. Your bell. I will go up to the desk and, excuse me, sir.
Hello, who's there?
I have come with these people who like to equip.
Hello, I see you're looking to equip yourself. What can I do for you?
I don't know.
And for you see another gruff little wizard man. He's got spectacles on and he's got a little blue hat, and he pulls on his robe as he tightens himself back up.
Oh yeah, I hear you're looking to equip yourself. What can I do?
Well, mainly looking for protection, maybe some damage. So we got a samurai, cavalier, and a fighter. Swords, armor, maybe a longbow.
Interesting. Well, I can see what I can do. Well, I can sell you some spells. Some scrolls might be nice for you. Other than that, I could maybe get an enchantment for any bow user. To maybe help your damage and accuracy. Other than that, as far as protection goes, besides like basic shield or deflection spells, honestly, what you might consider is going to the blacksmiths and seeing if they can sell you some barding for your mounts.
Yeah, I looked into barding.
Is your wolf big enough for you to ride?
No, he's not. I looked into barding for the wolf though, just as armor.
Mhm.
It would be 2 times the normal price for barding.
Wow.
Would end up being like 2,800 gold for medium armor wolf barding.
You need to get a way to enlarge.
Did they take credit in game? Because I don't have money.
Well, I can't say that most stores take credit. I can deal in favors.
I take off my boar's hat in. I basically strip out of my uniform. I always have that on.
You always have it on.
I can advertise for your business.
We don't really do advertising.
I will let you use the body as necessary.
Depending on how nice of an item you wish to take, as a credit line,
You 3 go look around, find something you like, and bring it. Figure it out.
In general, there seems to be mostly mundane things, very, very standard. +1 to your AC here, or here's something that will deflect range attacks for X amount of time but has to recharge then. You can get an enchantment bonus to enhance your bows by 1, 2, maybe 3, but obviously as it gets better, it gets really, really costly. It's literally exponential in the cost.
I think they get a +3 on one.
Other than that, you do see a couple of rather interesting items. There is a pair of like brass spectacles, glasses, circular glasses, on a table that are in the glass case, as well as what seems to be a wooden bow. It seems to be rather sleek, but also has vines kind of wrapped around it.
What's this bow do?
That bow, oh, that's the wonderful one. That's the Tanglefoot bow. If you shoot it at, so it can do a couple of things. You actually almost don't even have to hit your target anymore. If you shoot it at the ground, it'll sprout up plants, which can grab anything in the area. But if you shoot it at a person and it hits, it can actually wrap them up in vines too.
I hit my hand against the table. Wait, you don't have to hit anything for it to work?
I mean,
You don't actually have to hit your target directly.
You hit around them.
if you hit around them, the plants will grow out and grab them.
So you still have to aim.
I take Clyde's hand and I put it on the bow.
What are you trying to say, sweet cakes? Thanks for grabbing the hand, but
I think you need this.
all right, old man.
I take offense. That's accurate. All right, what do you want for it? All right, you need it for this gentleman right here. I can deal with that. Decent price. You look like young, inspiring adventurers. I could give it to you for maybe 2,500 gold.
2,500 gold. Okay, why not take my arm and leg at that point?
I'll give you 1,800 for it.
You can
Diplomacy check. That's not ending well. Love dice.
I don't.
Wait. I slide a fire belly potion on the table.
Are you trying to kill me?
Yes. No.
I know exactly who that's from. The flasks have the engraved stamp on it.
Yeah, I know. What would you do? How much would you give me for a fire belly potion?
I'd make you pay me 1,000 gold just to drink that.
I already drank it.
I don't know what it does, and nor do I want to.
I tell him what it does.
That sounds terrible.
It's great.
You want me to basically eat a ghost pepper just for a little bit of extra HP?
Don't do that.
Absolutely not.
Oh. I look at you and I say, well, actually, if you drink this, your belly is going to feel horrible. But it gives you a...
Darling, I'm from Louisiana. It's spicy food.
Okay, yeah, so basically it's spicy food. You have to make a fortitude save, but if you pass it, it doesn't bother you whatsoever. And what it'll do is it'll give you your character's level plus constitution modifier and temporary HP. Alright, look, if you're looking for a bargain deal, like I said, for that bow, if when you get back and have time, you
His
owe
voice
me...
changed.
No, he's an old man. You owe me a favor. Alright?
I owe
I
a
have a
lot of
little
favors.
quest that I could use some adventures to go out on.
What is the quest?
As you all know, the slimes have been very hard to come. So I'm having some issues getting the necessary ingredients for half of my magical projects. Because the slimes have a lot of properties to them that are really helpful. So what I need you to do is if you could go out and get me 5 slimes, I'll say that'll cover the debt worth your 1,800 gold.
With 1,800 gold.
Like 5 slimes? Like the slimes
Complete
themselves?
slimes. No, the drops that they give.
5.
5 of them.
That's more reasonable.
With 1,800 gold.
I don't understand. Reasonable than what we had to do. Slime drops are painful. They're so painful. Really hard to get.
But like I said, when and if you come back, that'll be your project. If not, I mean, I have the bow is stuck on returning. So if it's a cursed enchantment basically. If the user of it dies, it goes back to me. So basically, if you die before your favor's completed, I get my bow back. That's why I don't mind sending people out and having them owe me things.
Wow.
It's actually smart.
Stingy, though.
No, it's actually smart. It's a good way to make money.
It is smart, but it's stingy.
I've sold this bow 5 times. I'm just kidding, lass. Don't
In the
worry
past
about it.
week?
Don't worry about it. That was just a joke. But
I sense motive that.
Sense motive.
Mine was terrible. We both rolled the same roll.
It does seem to be a joke, but you could tell that it is quite possible that something like that could feasibly happen. He keeps selling the bow and people die and then it gets teleported
Let's
back
go
to him.
check out the blacksmithing company. There's nothing else here that...
He's probably going to be cheaper. That's why I don't go to magic shops.
No, but that's actually a really good option.
It is. Yeah.
Especially
Let's go check out this blacksmith because you're samurai.
Yeah. What does he have? Clyde, what armor do you even have?
What do you mean? I've got my... He's looking at his armor. I've got my Kiko. And he's pointing to his standard Japanese mail. Gives me a +4 to AC. It's the best thing I can do so I don't get a bunch of negatives when I'm trying to ride.
True.
You get some myth.
I guess, I mean, we could get it Masterwork enchanted if, I mean, I had the money for that. You think the Cluck Bucket pays that well?
So the samurai is just wearing leather armor?
No, it's like basically like leather plate. It's like a mixture of leather and metal plating.
Is it traditional Japanese armor?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
There was a couple of different
Cavalier
Japanese armor.
is he full Cavalier? Full knight's outfit?
No, he's also wearing no, yeah, he's wearing heavier armor. He has a breastplate and a heavy wooden shield. I mean, the magic shop had some things where they could enchant our armor. And spending time with Tiffany, he told me that he can get Seilia to permanency enchant mage armor with +4. It would take a little bit of time though. So I mean, that's basically the best you're gonna get, unless you get these things masterwork.
Masterwork's not. How much is Masterwork? 1,000?
Around about 1,000, yeah. Per thing you want to masterwork. So if you wanted to do each of their armors and shields, that would be cumulatively
Well, also
3,000.
getting like rare drops, rare leathers and stuff. I actually took it to a blacksmith and he gave me masterwork from it.
I forget where in an MMO. Where'd you get items?
Yeah.
Alright, how much did you say it was for armor?
double the standard price for humans. Because bardings has to be specially made for
So
different
just
animals.
like a chain shirt for a lot of horses, what?
The chain shirt, I think, is like
600
500 gold.
gold?
So yeah, 500 gold or 6 something like that. So it's
Per horse.
Per horse.
Well, we're gonna be in a forest, so odds are your horses aren't.
You, from what you've experienced from walking in, the forest was actually really big. The trees were like 10, 20 foot wide. There was a lot of space in between.
Having the horses, that idea.
For the area you guys came through, the thicket honestly wasn't all that thick, and it was basically like giant open paths.
Okay, so this would be 1,200 for the horses and 3,000.
Yep.
Very well, let's do it. I check out 3,000 gold.
All right. So we've expedited the town a little bit. I will just say that you've checked off armor for all of your mounts. So as Luke
3,000 gold.
has seen their AC.
That was my
For the
next.
mounts.
That was my next question. Oh, I saw their AC. I was like, oh.
The
dear.
AC for the horses are 12 and 11.
Yeah, no, my wolf is 14.
Which is how much is armor for the wolf too? Same thing.
Well, it depends on if you wanted to get a chain shirt, which is a little cheaper. What you were looking at was kind of expensive. It was like 1,200.
You said it was double the
Double base price.
Yeah.
So whatever the standard price is for a chain shirt. So you'd have to look that
It's
up. real
okay.
quick.
He has terrible health as it is.
Health.
13,
AC does he have?
14.
Definitely needs more health.
Yeah.
What level is he?
1 because I'm not an actual class that gives him levels like that.
Yeah, he has to get him.
I need to get to level
4 before it starts.
No, 5. I have to get to level 5 for him
before it
to go
levels
up.
up. So basically, normally that is a feat you can get in Pathfinder, which gives you an animal companion, but
Animal ally.
but you have
As a
to be
druid.
level 4 normally to take it.
And you're level 4 now, aren't you?
I looked over that and said, okay, you can have it now, but it's just not going to level up in get there. So she has to get to level 5 before it levels up, even to level 2.
I've been trying to grind so
Which is
hard.
hopefully what I'm here for.
Yeah. I
So yeah,
need to
you
grind.
can give it if you get him basically the barding of a chain shirt, it would only end up being like 500 gold for a +4 to his AC,
Good.
which puts him at an 18, which is
good.
How much gold? 500?
yeah. But I mean, he said he was fronting. Were you fronting or
Yeah, I told you I was fronting.
he's fronting cost?
And Shia, you look so handsome in armor.
Does the wolf like me now?
He glares at you as he's like, I tolerate you. You buy me gifts.
Buy me gifts. You rubbed my belly.
He likes Clyde more because Clyde always gives him meat scraps when he's cooking.
I know, he's so fat. But then again, I don't have to feed him while Clyde's feeding him.
Basically.
Alright, so he's got horses and the wolf all now have armor. Clive has.
Did you want to go to one?
Clive has a Thornwood bow.
Yep.
He enchant weapons too.
The mage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you you can get anywhere from a range of a 1 to 3, which is a bonus to hit and
So
damage.
plus, I'm pretty sure +2 enchants another 600, right?
I thought it was more than that.
For the first enchantment?
No, 2 levels.
Yeah,
It's 2 level. 3 levels is 20,000. What's 2 levels?
it wouldn't be Pathfinder. I'm trying to look
No,
up.
I'll just do 1. What
Okay.
enchants can he do? Can he do any normal basic enchants?
Yeah, he could do like keen, flaming,
Can you do cleave?
frost. I don't know if you can get cleave on bows.
No, sword.
Oh,
I'm enchanting her sword. I'm gonna give her cleave.
I don't know if cleave is an enchant.
It
in
is. It's a +1. It
Pathfinder.
requires a +1.
What does it do?
It allows you to, when you make an attack against the enemy, you can attack another enemy as long as they're within 5 foot of the enemy you attacked.
Yeah. So mighty cleaving is a
+1 enchant.
+1 enchant,
Which a +1 enchant is
which
what?
basically gives you the cleave feat with that weapon.
How much is it?
Doesn't say.
Because I put it on my longsword.
The price is a +1 bonus.
+1 bonus.
I was trying to find the magic items creation tree for prices.
I'm pretty sure it's 300 gold.
Just I thought it was more than that. Magic item creation's really pricey. Let me.
But
look.
you're not creating your.
Yeah, I know.
It wouldn't be this pricey if, like, I actually got better drops.
Bro, which we're hoping to change that.
Dude, I rolled crit fails on, like, 3 of my different drops in combat.
Really bad. She basically gets nothing.
Even at 2, I got nothing.
Wow.
I did that bad.
What's a
It's 1,000 gold per level of the.
+1?
So a +1 would be 1,000 gold.
I don't know. Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, we'll have to get. Well, hopefully we'll get something dropped and you can have some good. Or, yeah, hopefully.
Like I said, I'll sell my body on the street.
Or if we get into a part where I know we're gonna be, oh crap, we're gonna fight, I'm just be like, here's my sword, let's go.
Okay.
Because my sword's a +2.
Wow. Yeah.
My sword's a +2.
See, I've just been using my composite short bow because it had the best of everything.
My sword is a +2 and has thunder and mighty.
See, I had serrated arrows that do.
I do that too. I have serrated, entangle, and explosive ones. And normals. And they're also, my arrows cannot break, and I have unlimited.
Here.
He gave me 60,000 gold and said just use standard prices, so I did.
He's he's a high level character.
A level 4.
I'm here to carry you for a few.
I see that.
Remember to write down your wolf's barding because that increases AC.
And then we're going to go.
What was the type of armor?
It was basically chain barding.
Alright, so I gotta do the math. How much?
Basically, he got a little vest of chainmail
Where'd my phone go?
that covers all of his important
Okay, that's yours.
weak points. All right, so you guys are going to the alchemists. Emily, you've seen this before. It's a very you go in. It's a very disgruntled shop. Again, it's similar setup. Books on the walls, a couple of counters, but it is cluttered. There is stuff everywhere, and you see a man with his head down, buried under things. But you can see he's shorter, has very pointy ears, and he has hair just growing straight out of his ears. Right, Em.
Looks like a dog almost. Ahem. I have returned.
What do you mean? Oh, you again. Great. I have drugs for you to take.
Oh, okay. What do you have today?
And you just see him throwing things.
I turn to your character and I say,
There's drugs in SAO?
Of course they're drugs. I make them. Great.
I look at you and I explain, well, I have a deal going with a lot of like the alchemists that I've met with, where they will give me
here you are.
experimental medication potions and stuff.
Roll a perception check. You see a dark, almost black, but definitely violet hue. And it's kind of foamy on the top and with little bubbles.
I smell it.
Smells like death.
Oh, this could be risky. Oh, this could be really risky. Did you put death in a potion?
If I could, I would have already sold that.
Yeah, that's in a potion called a poison. I know several. Would you like one?
Exactly. They're very common.
Wait, if you know poison, do you have knowledge of I hand it to you. Think you could figure out what this is?
He glares at you like, you don't want to. I wouldn't do that if I were you, and that isn't part of our deal. What I give you, you drink, whether you know what it is or not.
Oh my god.
This smells like it's going to kill me this time.
24.
24? Seems like a poison of sorts.
All I know is I wouldn't drink it.
Can
Come
I
on,
give
we
this
have a
to
written agreement?
Can I give this to a creature?
Preferably not. I need a human test subject. I've already tested it on an animal.
But I'm not human. I'm an elf.
I need a humanoid test subject before I get annoyed with you.
Deal's a deal. You have to honor it.
I do. I honor all my deals. Dang it. All right. I regret all my decisions.
I do have a healing spell available. Just
All right, I down it.
Take 6 damage.
Ah! What the heck?
Just immediate. It feels like this aching pain as if it's just, yeah. It tastes just like a poison.
I don't know what poison tastes like, so.
It tastes, yeah.
This is like drinking bleach.
Basically, it's very bitter and sharp, and it feels like an aching pain courses all throughout your body as you take a d6 of non-lethal damage.
Okay, what was it? And what did I just... Why am I dying? Am I dying?
I don't know, are you? You're supposed to tell me what it does.
Is this death?
I don't know, is this what death looks like? And he comes over and he lifts your eyeball and he puts a magnifying glass up into you and he starts prodding you with
Into me?
Yeah. And he starts prodding you with needles. He's like,
Ow.
I don't know. Is it death? I need to know. I just make things. I have other people drink them.
Fall away from her, squeaking it.
You know.
Squeaking the toy.
Here.
Our mascot is squeaking a toy.
Nachia is having fun with his little squeaky ball that he just bought and is very stubbornly refusing to give it up.
I don't know what they do. I make them and then test them on you, so you show me what they do.
How long does this effect last on me? Like the sensation? Dang it, Nichia, put the toy away.
The alchemist comes up and grabs the ball out of Nichia's mouth and rips it and throws it across the room into a cupboard and locks the cupboard. Hate that stupid noise. All right, what do you?
Rude. I miss my boxer.
I'll give it back when you leave the store. All right. I don't know. You write down how the side effects do.
I wrote it down.
All right, come back with if you still keep you can sit here until it wears off, but you don't have to.
Roll a heal check on her, see if I can figure out what it did.
Okay.
Crit fail.
These alchemical ingredients are foreign to your knowledge. You have no idea.
Oh, you look sick. We should go now.
Okay.
Oh wait, we want to buy potions while we're here.
Yeah, I sell most everything except healing potions, as we know.
How much is a potion?
Standard price. Just look it up. I think I'm just made of knowledge.
Just look it up. Wow.
What are you looking for?
I've got an appendix, and he plops down this giant book that looks like it's 1,000 pages long.
Oh, good. Starts scrolling through it. I need 5 of these. I'll just give you a list.
Okay, write down a list, and if you want to out of game as well, price check them and just give me what it is. He has basically all most basic things. He'll have things like adhesive spittle, tinder twigs, tangle foot bags, stuff like that.
I asked him, have any more of the yellow goop?
Told you the last one I had yesterday. I told you it would take me a week to make more. They're hard to grow.
Was that yesterday?
They're hard to raise, yes.
Hard to raise. I want a diplomacy. See if I can get more information.
Go for it.
So, tell me more about, like, raising these things. Like...
They're annoying, obnoxious, they scream a lot.
Well, where...
Yeah, that's fine. Just price check.
How do you raise them? My diplomacy doesn't exist, but I have a charisma of 3.
You
so
raise everything else that reproduces asexually. It splits off, and then you gotta tend to it because it's weak. You put it in a bottle and people drink it. It's great.
So is it like a plant?
Basically, that's how I view it.
So it's not a plant.
It could be.
So it's not.
Might as well be.
I drank something that was living.
So is a plant.
I mean, technically, everything you do comes from a living creature at some point, because
No, but it was still alive.
Oh.
It was talking to me.
I gave you another one. You haven't seemed to return it,
Or drink it?
or have you?
No.
You're holding out the bottle, and you see this little gelatinous yellow blurb, kind of, yeah. And as you shake it, it looks like their eyes pop out, and it kind of like slinks away from you, and it goes to the further side of the bottle it can from you. Doesn't smell like anything.
No, don't drink me.
Yeah, as you put your finger in there, it tries to move away from your finger in any which way it can, and you're chasing it around the bottle. And
I mean, if I put my finger all the way in, there's no way it can get away from me.
It is trying to. You touch it, and it feels kind of rubbery.
No, don't drink me.
Oh.
You hear.
There you go. You pocket it.
I pocketed it.
He just bought you 3.3K.
I also handed you all of this.
There you go. If someone wants to, they can price
I thought that said bullshit strength.
bullshit strength. Just that strong.
Yes.
That's it. That's its slogan.
Last one, bark skin.
Gives you like a +2 to your
AC.
Yeah, natural.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you drink it, you may regret it later.
What's it do?
I actually don't know what it would do if I spat it back out, but
Back out.
it told me to put it in my mouth and then spit it out.
Don't do that. I wouldn't recommend it. Who knows what it could do once it gets loose?
What is it?
I don't know.
That's what I've been asking.
I don't know. I just raised the things. You think I know what they
Can
are?
I do a nature check on it?
Sure, go for it.
Ooh, that's a 14.
Pretty decent.
Knowledge nature? Or was nature just its own effect? I don't remember. Oh, no, knowledge nature. No, I'm 27.
It's in. You've never seen a species like this before.
Mm-hmm.
It seems something similar to basically the slimes that you know are common around the area, but this one seems like it's a little bit more active.
What did it say it would do if you spit it out?
Yeah, that's why I raise them. Because when you drink them, it gives you precognition. They were jumpy little fellas. I figured I'd contain them in a bottle and see what they did.
Okay. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yep. Then one of you price check those items.
I did.
You did?
I just took away from my gold count.
Okay, cool. All right. Then on the road again. So
I give actually.
Wait, is there a place we can horses here? Rent horses?
of course.
Is this 5 of the antidotes?
Yes.
I give 1 to Wilson and Clyde.
Okay.
I have 3. Then 1 of Barkskin to Clyde. We still didn't do them.
Oh, and basically every single one of those potions I showed you, I took one. I bought another one for myself. All right, let's go to this forest area. So where is this forest you guys are talking about?
We look. I go outside and I spin and I point.
You walk outside the building and you see forest.
Oh, you're just tracking
Trees,
the whole
200
forest?
or 300 feet tall, everywhere surrounding you.
Well, there is. I mean, we could use this as a marker. Apparently, there is a slime sanctuary nearby. I don't know where it is, but I know somebody who might.
I mean, when me and
We're looking for the exit of this floor in this forest, right?
Basically, not the edge. We're looking for the stairs. We're looking for the way out.
The exit of this floor.
Yeah. Or I thought you
When-
said the edge. Sorry.
When me, Tiffany, and Seilia were out exploring, we noticed that the deeper we went into the forest, the more frequent and more difficult encounters were.
Okay.
That's why we figured if we were to hide a floor anywhere, it'd probably be the deepest parts.
Bro.
Yeah.
Let's check out this slime sanctuary, and then if that doesn't pan out, we'll forest.
Yeah, we can go around there. And also, if you want to obtain some slime juice stuff, don't kill them in the sanctuary. We can make lures and pull them out. Flowers.
We also have someone, my wind elemental. I'm gonna have him go scout. Like head us around.
Okay. You just how far out? Because
He won't go with that further than a mile away from us.
okay. So basically, the way it works is we go on a tile-based system, and each tile is roughly like 5 miles.
Okay. But he'll stay in the same tile as us then.
Okay.
He
Alright.
just adds his own. He does his own survival then. What's your? Do you have a survival check? What's yours?
Stupidly high because I maxed it out.
Of course it is.
My survival. Actually, I didn't max survival out. Okay.
Okay. You have the highest survival though. You're probably gonna be the one who does the main role, and then I'll follow. I'll give you support. I will aid another.
Right. So where do you guys want to go?
I guess the slime sanctuary first.
But we don't know where that is, do we?
No, you guys do not.
Okay, we have to go. How do you feel about kidnapping?
Are we actually kidnapping kids?
No,
We'll go on
an NPC elf who may or may not want to participate. So that's why I'm suggesting maybe kidnapping.
I mean, I've done a couple kidnapping missions before. I've also been trained in torture and how to fight against it. So
He's
I
a
mean,
level 2. I don't think he's gonna need all that.
Okay, just pointing it out there.
God, I mean, I'm made a, and Wilson holds up. I made a map, and we seem to be getting on the edge of the enchanted forest.
Oh, that's it's like I pull out actual map from like. I studied cartography while I was in the Air Force.
His would be a lot better than this.
Okay.
This is what I drew up in literal seconds.
Gotcha.
It would be like topographical and have
So
rivers.
his
and
will be on the
mountains.
scale of mine.
Yeah, basically, it is still a professional grade map. He took craft cartography and
So did
maxed
I.
it out.
So did I.
Yeah. So maybe not as good as yours, but on a similar level. But he would basically show you that he's like, well, we went almost as far until you contacted us. We were basically going straight east the entire time, and we branched into some pretty dense forests. Like, you think these trees are big? They get bigger and darker and greener, and forest floor is just littered with foliage. It gets dense.
Where are we now?
We're down here in Variya, and he points basically to the south of his map, kind of in the middle. He's like, but if we basically traveled up, we could make this day's journey, because I've already discovered it. We could make it in a day or two,
You want to keep going towards the.
and then we could just keep going east, because right around here is where we broke into the enchanted forest. Now, I'm sure that the enchanted forest just basically starts on that axis, but because we can travel this the fastest, I figured that would be a decent place to start.
That works. Or we can kidnap your elf.
We could do either or. I mean, that's only. I was only saying that if we
Up to
wanted.
you. Technically, you hired me.
I know.
I'm just here to make sure you guys get out alive.
Well, I was only suggesting the slime sanctuary as a point of reference, but I mean, Variya is our point of reference. Might as well just go up to the enchanted forest.
Okay.
Hopefully, we don't die.
All right, let's go. Follow me then. I'll begin leading the way.
Okay.
Survival checks, I'm assuming.
Do you keep your encounters on, or do you turn it off?
You can choose to have your encounters on or off. That way you don't run
Well,
into
if
things.
you have a discovered territory.
Yeah.
On or off.
Well, you guys want a power farm, right?
Yeah.
I'm keeping my encounters on.
Okay. That's fine. So basically, Clyde bought all of those tiles to get to you as fast as possible.
Clyde, you mean Wilson?
I mean, yeah, Wilson bought.
Bought tiles.
So basically, the way it works is there are random tile. So you can basically purchase with your discovery points whenever you find a new location or find a significant way marker or make a map of an area. It gives you discovery points. Once you have enough discovery points, you can purchase the tiles, and it'll give you extra information.
These are wilderness exploration rules in their
So basically,
Facebook.
you can tell in Pathfinder. Yeah, there's an expansion called Ultimate Wilderness, and there's Wilderness Exploration rules. And basically, the way I've modded it is basically when you buy a tile, you have the option to turn on or off the encounters, so you can still run into things, but it's a lot lower chance.
So are you assuming I have most of these purchased?
Wilson does. So because he has it, it works for all of you.
Party thing.
Basically.
Cool.
So he has all of them purchased, and so it tells you can turn off encounters, but also it tells you what kind of encounters there are in the area and what drops they have if you've already encountered them.
Cool.
Kind of like a Pokédex.
So it's a codex.
Yeah, basically. All right. So, if you want to, you will be able to ride through them really quickly. You can leave encounters turn on, and basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to say
Each
you
tile
guys...
we make a roll for to encounter.
Yes, basically.
Let's go. Let's do the fighting things.
All right. So while we're going, I'm going to be passively or activated for what we want. Making perception checks for tracks so we can like maybe hunt something down, and we can be the ones doing the attacking instead of being ambushed.
There you go.
Yeah. And also, I'm also keeping an eye out for the knockout shrooms.
Yep.
I need 25 of them.
So just occasionally, basically...
So do you want me to just roll a perception and a survival check per tile?
I'm not going to do... I am going to roll for an encounter per tile. I mean, yeah, you can, but I was going to say per day, and I'm going to say basically 2 or 3 days passed from getting to the town to where you want to be. So I'm just going to roll per day, basically.
Per encounter?
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Well,
squeak.
You can have more than one encounter per day.
No, I know. It depends. I'm going to roll per encounter. I'm just letting, like... Normally, you only get 1 or 2 survival checks to search.
And that's how I did it.
I think rules are it's 1 survival check per
8
miles, 5 miles.
I thought it was like it was an hour-based thing. Like
Was it a time-based thing?
I think it's a certain amount of time.
Okay.
Technically, some rules say you could do it 4 times in a day. You get to roll for
Alright.
encounters,
Well, survival's plus 18.
Okay.
but do you even need my help? I'm just gonna be looking for shrooms then.
Okay. Look for
And
shrooms.
then here's my perception. Oh, well, I didn't see anything, but my survival was 17 plus 18.
Well, don't worry. On your way out. Oh wait, this is the wrong.
So my survival was a 35, and perception was an at fail.
So you're able to survival is what you use to lead people.
I didn't see any tracks.
So
or
you
anything.
lead them well, but you aren't able to discover any tracks for the hunt, if you wanted to. But don't worry, things are finding you.
Maybe.
No, definitely. I rolled, and you're encountering something, all right.
Cool.
Are you on a mount?
Yeah, I rented mounts.
He rented a mount from.
Oh.
There's
for
a
me
stable.
and her.
Oh,
She's on. I'm assuming you'd be on back with me. That would be what the Cavaliers go. Cavalier, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I can jump off, or you.
Both
can...
of your general riding companions are both very jealous. She normally rides on the back with one of them.
Oh, sorry, she's mine today, boys. If I'm carrying you through this, she's mine today.
So as you are riding through, the foliage is a little bit thicker and denser in this area, and the leaves are really big. And everyone roll a perception check, please.
I can roll perception. I did something better today. My perception is a 16.
Okay.
Well, good. So you rolled 10 and got a 16. I rolled a 3 and got a 16.
Yeah. You're a little higher level.
I'm a level 4.
I keep forgetting we're all the same level. I'm
Yeah.
so used to playing the same level.
This is pain for me too.
This
Don't
is
worry.
funny.
So
I guess I'd be like, how old would your daughter be?
In the game, like 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay. You got fatherly instincts right now, probably. Like, these 2 boys can't do anything.
So you guys,
My character's a little older. My character's in his.
you guys don't really notice, but Both Wilson and Clyde ride up a little closer to you. Guys,
Yep.
those leaves just moved.
Probably.
Leaves?
Big ones.
It was probably just the wind.
I don't know about that.
At this point, I'll knock an arrow. I'll draw my bone.
I saw some. I swear it moved.
Okay. Yeah, no, I will ready my bow as well.
Okay. Let me
Wait, I don't
see
have-
if
I have a cantrip. I
find
cast
it.
Detect Fiendish Presence.
Detect what?
Fiendish Presence.
There are no fiendish presences.
It's probably a neutral creature.
No, I think Fiendish Presence is anything with malintent toward you.
Oh, then yes. You would sense something there. So you all are kind of going around trepidatiously. Roll a reflex save.
Oh god. Oh, it's not terrible. It's a 13 plus my 17 total.
Okay. So you feel something kind of wrapping around your arm, and then you feel a little like pinch.
Oh, I scream. I say, something touched me!
And as you do, you swat it, and you hear a
Oh.
and as it falls to the ground. And
It's a blah, 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 blah.
Warlock.
no, it's not. It's not that kind of blah blah blah.
Oh.
It's not a blah 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 blah.
Differences.
Very different.
Very different. Okay, one's high pitched, one's not. Got it.
And you see something that looks like, again, foliage and flowery as it skirts back into the leaves.
Dryads.
And everyone roll initiative.
It skirted back into leaves? Oh god.
Skirted back into the leaves.
Oh my goodness.
Mine's an 18. And a chia
There you go, King. One up clutch.
for once. Whenever you're ready, I have it. Is it a different sheet?
Yeah. It's different. I know it's all on here. Put it on there.
Your die sounds like it's so much heavier than
Mine is heavier than yours. We've been over this.
My initiative was 20.
What was your initiative?
mine was an 18. Chia was a 12. Is a 12.
Alrighty then, and then I gotta roll.
Oh, there's my initiative. So I'm sorry, my initiative was a 20.
That's fine. You're going first. I will just say you go first. Can you roll for Nichia again as well?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. That's good. Thank you. Unfortunately for you guys, it's a surprise round, so you don't get to act right away. But thank you for your initiatives.
Oh, well, no problem.
Lieutenant, you're leading obviously with Snow on the back, and then you have basically Clyde and Wilson riding on either side of you. But you can feel grabbing onto your legs and starting to nibble away. We're gonna see if it passes any of your AC. What's your AC at?
My AC is a 19.
So you just took 5 damage as something seems to be crawling up your legs with viney traps, and you can see. Roll a perception check, please.
I am not into this kind of stuff. I'm just saying right now.
Oh, not 20.
Oh,
Nice.
You see as it looks like. It looks like a little tiny flower with long, viney, spindly arms is climbing up you, but you can definitely tell that it's drawing blood, and it seems to be biting you,
Oh no.
as they are carnivorous flowers.
So I took 5 damage?
5 damage. from
Okay,
that.
I didn't heal back what I took from the other point.
No, you did not, so you still took that whole 6 damage.
Okay, so
Oh, how long have you been riding, by the way? Flowers, probably?
Probably.
I also need you to roll a will save.
why?
I'm just letting you know.
Oh no!
No, the potion.
Oh no. Hold on, my will total is 7.
Feel this strange. It's really weird, especially since you're in combat now. But you feel a strange urge to want to drink the potion again.
Gave you drugs. Actual drugs.
Oh no!
It's this awkward, like, you don't know why, but you for some reason you thought maybe this is the time. Like, I need it. Maybe you could help me now.
Oh no!
Maybe this could make the situation better.
Oh no!
So you're like, you just feel this strange longing to drink it again.
Oh no! 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 It's just the kind of potion that tries to kill you. Dang it.
Okay. Okay. I need. Oh, that's terrible.
Wow, you rolled 2 9s, a 13, and a 1.
Yep.
Ah. Ooh. Sorry, guys. I'm sick. Hi, sick. I'm dead.
Hi, sick. I'm dad.
Okay.
Hi, sick. I'm not.
Real quick, can I get everyone's CMDs?
Mine is a 21.
Okay.
29.
Okay, cool.
Nichia is a 14. Unless it's a trip attack.
Okay.
Then it's an 18.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. So you feel like even though while you're on this horse, you feel like you're kind of being grabbed down and out of game. You have sustained the grappled condition,
Oh my god, no.
and you can kind of see as they are surrounding you now. So there are 3 plants around Luke and his horse, and there are a plant per Clyde and Wilson, also trying to grab up and climb up their legs, and they're kind of nibbling off little bits of flesh.
Ah, okay, I'm not a big fan of this, like at all. Wait, they're nibbling through my clothes?
Yes.
No, my armor.
You better mend that. So yes.
Wait, they get through my armor's hardness?
Okay. So what type of armor do you have?
I have the leather kind. Masterwork leather.
Masterwork leather what? Is it like all around you? Because you got to think, in leather there are still places where the armor's not
Okay.
covering. It's not like a complete wrap. There
Okay.
are certain places where there's
I'm
exposed
not naked
skin.
underneath all
No,
this.
I know, but they can chew through your clothes, your thin
Okay.
fabric
Okay.
clothes. Yeah, and that's what they're doing, and they're kind of breaking skin as they do so.
Okay.
And they drew blood, and they did 5 damage to you.
Wow.
Okay.
How rude.
I know. So Luke, it is your turn first.
Right. I'll attack the one who's trying to grab her.
Stupid vampire orchids.
That's a to hit 26.
Yes.
Who's next in the room? Real quick, so I can go to the.
You.
Oh, dang. Okay, it's me. All right.
All right, I do. 25 damage to it.
How is this an enchanted arrow of sorts? Okay, so
Oh, it's also. Oh, hold on, forgot.
wind elements.
It also takes 6.
Okay. So as you do,
31 damage.
you knock this arrow and you loose it, and it kind of splices through, and you see this kind of wind spiraling around the arrow. And before the arrow even pierces it, the wind kind of breaks. But then you can see as you kind of like cut off a section of its body.
This is exploding arrow.
Was it exploding? And then it explodes right in its face, and it kind of reels back.
So it took piercing, thunder, and fire damage.
And while segments of it were blown off of you, there's still some vines that are managing to cling on.
Are they grappling me still?
You were still grappled.
I'll use my second attack to attack it again.
Okay, go for it.
It was higher than hit it.
The other one, even at your -5 penalty. Yeah, go for it.
8 plus 4, 18.
Is this also an exploding arrow?
It is 18.
Is the blast
28.
radius of this
It's
exploding?
the blast radius is 1 foot cubed.
But it's stuck on her
I'm
leg.
sure I would be good enough to not hit her or hit her very lightly. So my first attack.
Take 2 more damage.
My first.
Would you stop touching me, Quintin?
I'm not
Don't
touching
My
you.
first attack was 41. My second attack was 46.
Okay, yeah, this thing gets blown clean off your leg, but you did take a little bit, just 2 damage, compared to the 80-something that it just took.
No. It was because it's my swift action. She's gonna get cure light wounds.
Exactly. There you go.
And that's my turn.
As your swift action, you get cure light wounds, so roll for the heal on that.
This is a D4, right?
I believe it's a D6.
Is it a 6?
Alright, so I'm at 35 right now.
Caster level would be 10, so 15.
So you healed off all that damage you just took. So that grabbed onto you, gnawed on your leg, and he was just shot it twice and
Heal.
exploded, and then you're taking some residual burning
Yeah,
damage
that
on your
heals me
legs.
full.
But then you were healed back to
Yeah.
full.
Dude.
My
this
first
guy.
attack wouldn't have killed one.
Hmm?
They had more than 40 health. Wow, impressive. And there's 5 of these guys. Wow, you guys are glad I'm here.
My friends, don't you kill them. Don't you kill them.
Emmett, is now your turn.
Okay. Wait, so you killed how many were around us?
3.
I killed one.
Still are.
Really? Even though I killed one?
Oh no, there's 1. No, 1's left, so there are 2.
Okay, so I take aim at the one that is closest to me.
It'll be P3 is right behind you, trying to climb up your horse that you've read.
Okay, I shoot it. I shoot it with my serrated arrow.
Go ahead and shoot.
15 plus. Yeah. Okay. 23.
23 to hit. Okay, roll damage, please.
Yay!
Hey, you hit. Look at that.
Leave me alone. This is like rare. Rare. I'm showing off for you.
I cheated this. So for my enchanted quiver, the one that if you pull an arrow just replaces it, so I had to buy one type of every enchanted arrow. So that's what I did. I just bought one of every enchanted arrow.
Remember, if you're an arcane archer, you can't use anti-arrow.
So the Magus gives it to the enchantment, and the arcane archer does its own, and they stack. So I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I do 7 damage.
Okay.
Yay.
7 damage. Nice.
And M's back to full, so I don't have to worry about you. And then Clyde's like,
And
oh my gosh, I wish a woman would grab me like this, but not now. And he is also going to knock an arrow and attempt to shoot at it. And with his new bow, he shoots at it, and there's an interesting interaction where it looks like vines are grabbing vines, and it's just kind of, they're wrapping around each other. And you hear like this incredibly confused flower where it just doesn't know what's going on, because it's like, why is the nature grabbing me? I thought I was nature. Whole conundrum. As the flower plant is rooted into the ground by other plants, basically.
Nice.
And then this flower plant is actually going to attempt to get out, and it does manage to wiggle its way through because it has this viney body, so it is able to slip in between the other vines, and is going to attempt to attack Clyde, and does manage to hit, and goes and bites, and takes off a solid 10 HP damage, chunks him for a bit. And it's, what are these things, and why are they nibbling on my arm? I don't know, ladies ever do that. Yeah. He just shot an arrow and entangled one of the plants, but the plants slipped free on its turn and went and nibbled on his arm and did 10 damage. So really, they sunk its teeth into its arm and is kind of pulling on it.
Good job.
If you're able to survive this, I'll be so proud of you.
And then, you're grappled again.
Stop!
Something from behind is pulling onto you and dragging you, trying to rip you off the horse. It's pulling at you by the waist.
Okay, legit though, guys, I'm not into this tentacle kind of stuff, so can we stop it now? Please?
And it tries to bite you, but it just gets the clinking of metal, of the leather as its teeth
I
scrape
look at
against
it. What is, can I perception check it?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh.
It seems like flowers with teeth and eyes are kind of gnawing at your arm.
Vampire orchids.
Kind of. Carnivorous plants.
Vampire
Of
orchids,
sorts.
man.
So M, you are now grappled.
Heck, nabbit. All these negatives.
And Wilson's just like, I call this the lawnmower, and he's swinging around his glaive wildly, and
See, I would laugh if I wasn't being grappled by things.
and he's just swinging around his glaive wildly, attempting to chop down some of these plants down to size, but misses all of them. He tried to swipe at the one grabbing onto you and the one beside him,
Oh, okay. That's not good.
and both missed.
Wow.
Better. That's terrible.
These are the plants rolling.
I know.
Good.
Wilson is now also grappled,
Oh. This is not good.
as he's being grabbed and almost drug off his horse, Angus. What does Nichia do?
Nichia?
Who's riding right beside you? You want him on your left or right side?
Oh, wait. Nichia knows attack now.
Yeah, he can attack.
Yes. Okay, I command him. I say, Nichia, attack. I point to the plant that's on my like, grappling. I say,
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
Come on, Nichia. You can hit something for once.
No, he can't.
He can't.
He goes and he's confused.
He doesn't
becau-
like vegetables.
He goes and he starts biting the grass at the horse of the feet. He is confused by what is
At
the
the
plant.
horse of the feet.
The feet of the horse. He is confused by what is the plant creature and what is the natural surroundings. And kind of just gnashes and mows the lawn a little. He gets some grass in his mouth.
Good job.
Oh, no.
And then Luke, it is back up to your turn. As you are, by the way, we're just attacked on your right hand side by
Did
the
it hit
plant.
me?
It didn't hit you.
Do
It kind of.
you know what AC is?
No, I just rolled
23.
low.
Yeah.
We're back,
It rolled
Quintin.
really low, so I figured it didn't hit you.
Okay.
Um,
So both of these two guys are both grapple, right? Both of the.
Emily and Wilson are.
All right, so I'll turn over to the guy who is doing attacking Wilson. I'll roll to hit, but this arrow is an empowered arrow. So this is gonna hurt this creature. As long as I
It crits
crit.
too.
Ooh.
So that's times 2.
As long as
Roll
they
double your
crit.
dice. Yeah, you can confirm it.
I don't know if you guys said it. No.
No,
You,
not
have to,
confirm.
you just have to confirm AC.
Automatic hit. So
Okay, let me get my dice roll because there's a lot of dice.
there's a lot of dice.
8,
How many times per day can you do this?
12.
You're like, okay, so I just need 12 encounters and we'll be good.
12 encounters in one day, though.
Oh, that's gonna be rough.
You wanted to level up.
Need to level bad.
So the one that was attacking Wilson just took 70 or 67 points of damage.
Okay. So
Is it dead?
it's not dead yet. It's
Really?
grabbing on. It was knocked completely off and blown back. What type of arrow did you use?
This one was just a standard empowered arrow. So it
So
wasn't.
an empowered
So
wind arrow.
it just made me do
Basically, there's a
nothing special.
wall of force slammed into it
Yeah,
with
you
a
just
giant
see a giant
gust of
thundering
wind.
arrow just come out of my bow.
And it basically pulsates and just this giant like tunnel of wind just shoots in this one direction and it breaks the grapple, but the creature is still standing, though it is incredibly shaken, and it was knocked back about 5 feet.
It also has to make a con save or get stunned. So it's only 12, so he passed it.
No, not stunned, but he was
Oh,
knocked.
no. It's a 22. Sorry, so he did not pass it. I forgot to add my level. So he is stunned.
Okay.
All right, so my second attack will be to the one that's apparently trying to grab M.
Question: you have mounted archery combat.
do.
You do?
Yes. Of course I took it.
I was just making sure.
I did not know. Well, do I want to attack the one that's attacking M? And I want to see what M can do. I'll attack the one that tried to swipe me because it pissed me off.
Good.
Okay, it hits. Roll damage. You have a very low AC.
Oh, this one took 68 points. And same thing, has to roll con.
Yep.
I did not pass.
It was stunned. Very much so. So what were the 2 damages? 68 and what was the other one?
68 and 7.
Very similar. Cool.
60 is about my average. I'm actually rolling really, really low. I don't like this app. I'm going to delete it and try a new one.
Okay. So then, Emmett, it's your turn.
Okay.
Whoa. Is anyone bloody?
Bloody.
Is anyone bad about half health?
Clyde took some serious damage.
No!
11 health.
11 health. That healed back all the damage that he took.
All right.
By the way,
I need to keep track of spells.
12 health, by the way, Luke, is half of his health bar.
I just get healed for half. Nice. Okay.
Basically.
I just use. So I have. Okay.
Check them spells.
Yeah, I'm going to borrow this so I keep checking my spells.
Okay. Emmett, it's your turn.
Okay, I have to break out of the grapple.
Yeah, you do.
Dang it.
You can attack while on a grapple.
Can I?
Yeah.
But I'm at a negative.
You're at
Yeah.
disadvantage.
You're at a disadvantage.
So you roll 2d20s and use the one.
I mean, that's
That's how disadvantage.
in Dragons.
Pathfinder too, I think.
No, she's just at minuses in grapple.
Oh, they don't do it the same?
You can't make ranged, and you can't use a two-handed weapon, but if you have a light one-handed weapon, you could attack with it.
I do.
Okay. Hack and slash.
Please let this not be terrible. Okay. My short sword considered light?
Yes, definitely. You hit.
Okay. Gotcha!
Roll damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus. Yeah, so it's about 8 damage. It is 8 damage.
And you were actually able to hack it off and get disconnected from your body, as there were only a couple of tendrils still connecting it there.
Okay.
And you were now no longer grappled.
I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no tentacle in my life.
And Clyde's like, "What are these things?" As he also attempts to fire some arrows at the one near. He's like, "By the way, being able to miss things, really nice, because that happens a lot."
I'm glad we got this for you.
Clyde shoots 2 arrows and continues to tangle up this little plant, and the plant is getting incredibly pissed by the fact that there are plants attacking it, because it's used to being the thing attacking other things, and plants being generally not this difficult to deal
What was the sound that it made? Is that its angry sound too? Oh my
with.
gosh.
It's throwing a little temper tantrum and like banging on the vines.
Hilarious.
And then it is whose turn? And then the plants are going to attack.
And you see as this plant gets madder and madder, its leaves start to turn red, and then it leaves just slice straight through the vines that were holding it. And it's going, and it's just charging after Clyde and slicing at him. It missed one.
I know, I saw that.
No, it hit the other. Why do these things have razors for arms?
Why do you keep taking damage? Period.
You kept getting manhandled by plants. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I can't.
So you can see that he has gashes in his armor and that he's bleeding as he's been sliced up by these plants.
Hey, look, he's bleeding.
Bleeding again. And
Is he
then
bloody?
he's rather bloody. Something similar is happening to the one right behind you. As it starts to get, it gets red, and it seems to, like, the vines on it thicken, and it is going to...
I'm gonna call this one Akbar.
Why Akbar? What is your AC again? 19? Okay.
Are you trying to hit me? Are you trying, little plant?
Mantis.
Stop it.
You took 14 damage as this plant actually wallops into you with, like, it like twisted its arms together and walloped into you with a giant vine and thunked you right in the gut.
Ow! Well, that was
But hey, you're not grappled.
grappled, but
Something to
oh my
look
God.
forward to. And Wilson's like, hopefully the good old lawnmower works this time.
And early.
It didn't really earlier. I should stay naps. And the lawnmower does eventually hit them. By the way, the item that I'm currently attacking with Luke is the nicest thing they have in their party.
And that's called the lawnmower?
No. He's saying that the attack is called the lawnmower, but it's not. And he slices through the one right by his feet. And because Luke had previously shot at this one, cumulatively the damage it dealt was enough, and that one falls. And you can kind of see the shredded bits of plant kind of like slowly fall and drift into the air and wrestle into the ground and fall flat. And still.
Cool.
And then it is back to Luke's turn.
Alright, so which one's alive still?
P2, the one next to you. And P3, the one that just hit M, and P4, the one that hit.
I'll hit the one next to me first.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, you already hit this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's dead.
Died. And I will kind of do this and go and hit.
So you turn.
I'm just going back shoulder.
Do you
Back
have
shoulder,
what is it? It's not point blank shot. Is it?
Yeah, if you're firing into combat.
Yeah,
it's
Point blank shot +1. I have precise shot as well.
Okay, cool. You're good. I'm just making sure you're not more negatives. Yeah,
I have
good.
true love.
Oh, that actually might miss this one.
Hit.
16?
Miss.
Really surprising.
Yeah.
All right.
So
They
you
have more than 40 health, apparently. Or 40 health or less.
You turn around and you do this little spin and you try and flick an arrow over your back, and this giant pulsating wind arrow rips through the forest but misses the plant that is currently slicing on Clyde.
Disappointing. Healing spell.
Okay, who do you heal?
Who was the lowest?
Clyde.
Clyde.
Was the only person hit.
No, I was
16.
hit, but
Oh, were you? Oh yeah, you just took a lot of damage. You took more than Clyde, but Clyde has less HP than you. Poor Clyde.
Go ahead.
Okay, and Emily, it's your turn.
it's my turn, not
It's your turn.
Agia's.
Oh, you're right. Nishia gets to go.
Yeah.
sorry.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry, I forgot about the man that was eating the grass.
man.
The man dog. The regal king of a man dog.
Okay.
Would my elemental come back at this point? You'd come back
If you called it back, it's just...
I basically send him to attack the one that's going after Clyde.
Okay,
Good luck.
roll,
Good luck.
roll to attack. Oh my gosh, he defends as well as attack. Okay, he goes and attacks.
Okay, he does.
He kind of like jumps and maneuvers between Haku's legs, which is the name of Clyde's horse.
Oh,
And he jumps through and he pounces and he nibbles at the grass.
2 damage.
He does 2 damage.
2 damage.
He does 2 damage
Oh my god.
to this little tiny. Basically, what I'm envisioning is
He doesn't like vegetables.
Does everyone remember Big Hero 6 and the little
Yes.
tiny angry robot he had in the battle bots? It's like that
Yes.
tiny thing is it's like spinning around and hunching and karate chopping with its razor sharp arms though. And your wolf kind of goes up and like bites at its leg and nibbles on it a little bit. And then yes, it goes back to top of the round.
So we already did my.
Wait.
So we're not in order.
No. Now it's Clyde. Right. Yes.
He skipped my wolf already.
So he skipped your wolf and went to me.
Yeah.
His wolf should have went and then me. So now it's M's.
Yes.
Yes, now it's my turn.
Yes, no, she is at the end of the round. I accidentally skipped your wolf.
Might as well just put him on my turn at that point.
Fine, he's on your turn.
That's
Make-
what we do. Animal commands only go.
Yeah, it's too many. It's too many. Okay. I will swing again at the one that is bothering me.
I mean, he's not grappling you anymore, so you may use your bow if you want. So he is in reach of your light one.
Also, if you could like just turn around, my sword's right there.
You could grab the sword out of his belt and basically
Because
swing it back and
you can drop still one per turn. You could literally just drop your sword, pull out mine. Wah!
You can drop as many weapons as you want per turn. It's free action.
Yeah, but just drawing ones is a
Standard.
standard. Is it
I
standard?
think you only,
Unless
you
you
only
have
get
quick
one
draw,
free
I do a
action.
quick draw.
I think you
No,
only get
no,
one.
you get one
It doesn't
quick
matter.
action.
My sword has quick draw on it.
Oh, okay.
You get one swift action. You get as many free actions as you want around.
Okay, fine. I will drop my sword and I will say, can I draw your sword?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Pull out this beautiful,
So yeah, I reach behind me and I
clean metallic
shank it
sword.
out.
Um, have you guys played The Witcher 3?
yeah.
You
Yes.
know the Arabian swords, the ones that look kind of Arabian, or the ones like
We have not got that far.
you haven't played through the Arabian expansion yet?
No.
I
You
mean,
just
it
started.
looks like a here, I'll pull a picture while you keep doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
And you come through and you slice.
Oh shoot. I'm gonna ask.
Hit.
Hello.
Do the hit.
It's my to hit.
Do the hit.
It's not gonna hit.
Gonna hit.
13.
No, you do not hit.
Yes, I'm aware
You
it didn't
pull
hit.
this sword out of the man's
Plus
sheath.
1.
Still does not hit. 14. 14.
Yeah.
You pull this sword out of the man's belt, and you come back and you swing it, but it is a little unwieldy as you are not used to it. And you swing it, and you in the plant creature, even though it looks rather large and brooding, you actually manage to miss.
My skills with the sword are subpar. That's why I do bows. Why I'm on the same boat as Clyde.
And the plant creature comes up and starts slicing it, both Clyde and your wolf, by the way.
Okay.
Nichia takes 8 damage,
Okay.
and Clyde takes another 14.
Yoso.
And then the big walloping one near you is attacking.
My wolf is gonna die.
It's you. Doing 10 damage. Again, beating you down with giant thick vines,
That's my sword.
kind of pummeling you
Oh,
in.
cool.
Very nice. And then
Shit.
Clyde is going to attempt to take a
Wait,
pot
Wilson
shot.
hasn't tooted his horn? At
Wil-
all?
Wilson's been a little distracted, you're right.
Oh my gosh.
You should yell at Wilson. His combat prowess is a little subpar right now.
All right, now I found one we need to get you.
Ooh. Clyde is shooting some arrows and is nice.
Did you just nat 20?
Yeah.
No, we're fine.
You're fine. Shot and entangled the one that is spinning around rather ruthlessly, causing a lot of problems. And Wilson, kind of panicked, is like, oh wait, guys, I forgot. And he pulls out a little horn and he gives out a and he's like, let's try this and do it right, charge. And he runs up and he charges and he runs into the one that's attacking M. And no. Yes. Oh wait, no. He doesn't roll these. No, he does. He just gets one and
I just need to get below a total, like a quarter of my hit points, and then I get my
And-
true love
Good.
benefits.
he does a chunk of damage to the one attacking you, M, and also because the man dooted his horn,
Finally! He tooted.
he tooted. You are all now getting a +3 to hit and a +2 to armor.
For us, that was really significant.
Yes.
We really needed that this whole time. I'm gonna yell at him.
It was stressful. I'm not used to flowers trying to eat me.
How can you combat?
No,
Yes, it is.
Speaking's free.
Is it?
In
Yeah.
Pathfinder.
You get like a sentence.
Basically anything that I can rule could be said within a few seconds.
Gotcha. All right. Whose turn is it?
And then it goes back to Nichia. There's this carnivorous plant that is currently being restrained by the tangling vines of Clyde's arrow, and Nichia is sat there after being sliced up by it. He's growling at it angrily. What would you like him to do?
Great. He's got 5 HP.
5 HP left.
Yes. He's not good in combat.
To be fair, Luke's turn's next.
So,
Well,
there's
he
nothing.
can still attack because I'm gonna kill it.
You can roll a handle animal check if you would like for him to back down. Edgewise, he's going to attack. And he does 4 damage.
Okay. Did something. He bit.
There you go. And now it is Luke's turn.
How many are left?
There are 3. There is the one behind you. Wait.
I killed one.
And then Wilson killed the other. On his.
So there's 2
other-
left.
So there's 2. There's the one immediately behind you and the one beside Clyde.
Okay, I will attack the one attacking Clyde
Okay.
first.
Yep. Go for it.
Natural 20.
Confirm if you would like. Negative crit.
Was that no crit? Does that cancel out the crit?
Cancels it out.
Does it really?
Yeah,
I know,
but the natural 20 is high enough that it would still hit.
Oh, of course I'm gonna hit this thing.
So yeah, you hit. So you just roll damage.
One plus his 50.
Okay. There's this tangled mess of vines, and the wolf is latched onto this carnivorous plant as it's swirling around, and then all of a sudden, just a gust of wind comes and an arrow pierces through it, and eventually all of the flower petals just slowly sink and settle onto the ground.
much-
There still
You haven't done a lot of damage, have you?
I did
enough that if you shot it, it might kill.
8 damage.
You did 7, and then you did 8 because you shot it, and then you stabbed it,
Yeah.
and then Wilson attacked it as well in a
All
charge.
right, well, I'll hit it, and then I'm putting points too. Oh, ooh. 20.
Is that including the -5? It's only -2 because Wilson's +3 buff, so you can just -2 from your total.
So 19.
19? That still hits. Yeah.
Yay. Dice roller.
It is an 18 to hit. 3? Yes, between M's damage, which helped. You basically you loosed one arrow and you shot the one, and it kind of like curves and goes through and hits the one besides Clyde, and then you come back and you shoot behind her back and you loose another one, and another giant gust of wind poof pushes in, and the flower petals hit the ground, raise up, and then slowly float down to the ground.
How many are left?
They're all dead,
Oh, thank God.
and you all gain 750 XP.
Ooh. I need 10,000 to go up one more level.
How do you?
First time I've been. What was it, 750?
750.
I think that's the first time I've been half.
You haven't taken much damage before in this game. Honestly, she's just had all her NPCs almost die.
Lovely. Alright, at this point, I'm gonna summon my elemental back to us.
Okay.
So he's here.
Where have you been?
Yeah, it's like, come back. I'll be like, alright, your job is to guard these 2. And I point to Clyde and the other guy and be like, yeah, Wilson, your job is to guard these 2. And I'll tell it to him in orange.
They don't take damage well.
I'm pulling up the stats.
So there's this whispering wind that is exchanged in an unfamiliar tongue that you do not know. And basically this cloud kind of just shimmers back and forth, and its eyes blink, and it basically nods at you, expressing that it understands. And on the way you go. So you are continuing to go, basically northeast.
Pathfinder doesn't have short and long. So how long do we keep going until we make that? Like,
That was the first tile into the forest.
oh, lovely.
You found some carnivorous plants that were stalking around in this area. You're going to be traveling about 4 to 5 a day, depending on how rough the terrain is. And I rolled for the rest of your encounters.
Good.
And you all can roll perception checks if you are, because I know you were looking for mushrooms, and you are looking. Yeah, and you do manage to find a rather large patch and managed to pick 6 mushrooms. As they were kind of resting in the shady part of a tree, as you were told like they like to do, and there's a little bit of cold dew, and it feels like the ground is rather chill around them, even though it's a comfortable like room temperature out in the forest.
My perception was 20.
And you are, if you would like, you do see some rather large elk tracks.
Need food.
I have rations on me.
I still have bear meat left.
We should be good on food. How about we keep going?
All right.
Did we wait?
Do you need survival checks?
Do we roll anything from last encounter for drops?
Yeah, for
Oh
loots.
yeah, you can roll for loots.
Or what is it rolling? 19 perception or what?
No. You roll 3
13.
times, and I just tell you what you get based off
13.
of how
5,
the base drops.
13.
19, 9, 14.
Okay. Both of you roll a 19.
I rolled 2 13s and a 5.
But you rolled a 19.
I did. A 19,
you rolled a
9,
19.
and 14.
Okay. So what was your highest? Was it 13?
Yeah, 2 13s.
So you get some red flower petals.
Ooh.
You get 3 red flower petals. You get red flower petals, some thin vine, and you get 3 teeth. Wait, actually, I'm gonna roll. Yeah, you get 3 teeth.
I have petals.
But
Just give them all to you.
But the teeth seem to basically like rustle back and forth as if they're still a little moving.
I'll keep the teeth, but give the rest to you.
So I have
4 flower petals and some thin vine.
Ooh.
As you are, so you see the
What
elk
about the other
tracks.
guys?
They all say that they didn't get anything special, mostly just common drops. However, Clyde did say that, well, actually, guys, I got this cool seed. I might put it in a cooking recipe.
Plant it and see what happens.
Not one in much herbology. I don't into flowers unless I count grooming a fine lady to be a flower.
Not gonna touch that one.
Not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
No, I'm gonna touch that one from the arrow at max distance.
All right. So he just puts that in his inventory, and you're all going on your way.
Oh,
And-
feel free to, if you want to grab some of these arrows that are unbreakable, you can have enchanted arrows.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I didn't. By the way, he said any of the arrows that like go into the creatures, they automatically go back into your inventory. If you missed anything, you have to go get them.
Oh.
But you hit all yours. I'm
I
pretty
missed
sure.
once.
You missed once, so there's 1 magical arrow laying.
After perception for it.
Yeah,
You
it's
may
not-
roll a perception if you would. Like.
No, just don't worry about it. At this point, just pull. If we're on the mount together, just pull arrows out of my quiver.
Yeah, I didn't find it
You
anyway.
get basically.
You'll get a D. You'll have to roll for which one you grab. You have to roll a D4 to figure out which one you grab.
Okay. And on your way, as you guys are going, you actually stumble upon a small little grove, and there is what seems to be a little den as it dips in.
What's in the den?
Roll a perception check if you would like to see what's inside.
I rolled a 19 plus by. I can't breathe again. Dang it.
6.
Okay. Both of you are able to see. You two are able to see in really well. The other 2 guys are kind of like riding behind you, so they're like, "What's in there?" Yeah, I can't see very well.
I have dark vision.
What did we see in there?
You two see a small den of about 13 rabbits. They all seem to be fully grown.
Are they gonna suck a soul?
I don't know, but you guys hungry?
Light it on
I
fire, baby.
could always use cooking supplies.
Light it on fire, baby.
Okay.
A fireball in there.
Yes.
Can you cast fireball?
I can cast it on my arrow.
Oh, just making sure. Yeah, no, you can use like flaming burst arrows.
I have flame burst arrows and fire. I can put AOE spells on my arrows.
Okay. Yeah. I
Because that's why-
didn't know if you could cast fireball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
if we don't participate, we don't get any.
I'll have to participate?
Yeah, we have to
You have
touch
to
them.
participate in combat to get the XP for it.
Does everyone have buffs? Somebody buff me with something.
I have no
doesn't
spells.
buffs.
I'm a fighter.
There's a way around this.
All right,
I'm not gonna. I'm
you
not gonna-
come hither. I pull her aside. All right, I'm gonna teach you how to be an archer, real way. So I do that whole thing where I like, here's how you aim, and I give
I
her
know how
my
to aim.
bow,
I know how to
and I
aim.
give her one of my enchanted arrows, and I put magic through it, and I go.
I don't think she can't use your arcane archer buffs. Those won't work for her.
True, but because I'm there, I can enchant the arrow.
I know how
It
to.
will be an enchanted arrow.
I know how to fire. I have serrated arrows. I got a nice composite.
What's your
bow.
strength?
My strength is a.
Well, you can pull my bow back, okay?
There you go. So he basically gives you a bow and he gives you an enchanted arrow and he says, "Here,
Like, oh
you
my.
try.
Shoot directly down the middle.
Roll on."
Ready?
And Luke, roll the damage because you know what that is. Okay, that's going to hit.
Do you have a dice roller app real quick? Because mine's installing.
A den full of rabbits.
Do you have a dice roller app?
Yes.
A D8, 2D10s, 10D6s. What's your dex mod?
My dex is a.
Doesn't your bow also add its strength? So yeah, it would be dex plus strength.
So she did 56 damage in AOE. Everything in a 50-foot radius takes 56 damage.
So your damage is all based on your bow.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, and my magic.
you pull it back, you loose an arrow, and you just see this little tiny flaming tip as it goes in a den, and then you wait a second, and then inside this little den you see a poof as it kind of expands and smoke comes up, and you see fire in there, and you hear little tiny screams. But then they fade away in basically a fraction of an instance of a second.
I'm gonna.
And the den kind of
and the Air Force should call that a bunker buster.
and the den kind of collapses, and the dirt falls on top of the corpses.
Go claim your loot and your experience. I'll take my bow back now, though.
Like, I think Clyde needed it more than me, but yeah. Okay.
You rolling for loot?
You were able to salvage 7 rabbit hides and 13 rabbit carcasses of food.
I give those all to Clyde. I'm like, I just, here's the food.
Having stew tonight, boys. Ain't no party like a rabbit party.
How many rabbits were in there?
13, over a dozen.
That's all about. It's not my only AOE spell, but that's my only AOE
Let me
damage.
just see how much.
My
experience-
single damage is great. My AOE, that's the only thing I got. All right, well, I guess we move on.
Yeah, you can just keep riding on. And for the rest of the night, basically,
Survival
until the
checks?
sun sets. Yeah, roll to see if you keep on track. If not, Wilson.
Well, we have Wilson maps.
Wilson's also been.
Well, yeah, that's a 20.
Yeah, between you and Wilson, if you go astray, and he has his maps and he's correcting your.
Well, I mean, I while we're going, I'm writing my own map up because I haven't been in this area yet.
Okay.
You want to roll for cartography?
Oh yes, please. You'll get bonus experience if you roll. What's your craft cartography total?
So total 24.
Yes, you're able to successfully make a map of basically everything you've seen on the journey,
Nice.
and you're going to gain a bonus 250 experience.
Cool. I'm not even gonna write it down because I won't level up no matter what. Unless we kill like a floor boss, I might level.
Yeah, so it depends on how far you get. So I would keep track of things.
All right. So what was the first two?
You got 750, and then you just got 250, so it's a total of 1,000.
Well, a total of 1,000. I think from 10 to 11 is what? 2,300? 23,000.
22,000 probably. Trying to see how much XP your rabbit's supposed to. But everything is just telling me how much it costs to buy one.
I think a rabbit's are 12 experience per.
Hmm?
I think it's only 12 per.
What XP?
Yeah.
I just looked it up. It's a DR 1/6, and it gives 65 XP though.
Oh, it is 65. 65 times 13.
So you got 845 experience from that encounter, Em.
Wow.
That is more than the planned encounter that you just labored through.
It was just the one arrow.
Wow. That's...
I'm telling you, single combat. If you can make it out on your own and clear these things by yourself, you can get grind up XP fast. Apparently.
Unless this one spawns.
No, it's kind of blown up and capsized. You had to dig through some dirt just to find their corpses. You might level up by the end of the session. So you guys break and you make camp, and everyone gets out their bedrolls. And Luke, do you have a tent? Okay, so Luke has a tent. Everyone else just has bedrolls. They've been sleeping out in the wilderness in the elements. So everyone pulls out their bedrolls. Clyde is cooking a nice rabbit stew. It seems to be made of a thick, floury. It's a nice, thick, floury white broth with potatoes
All right,
and
and
carrots
then while
and
he's
rabbit
making
meat.
stew, I'm taking her pet, and teaching her dog commands.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
think it has to be the owner that does the handling.
But I can teach her how to do it. I can, because I mean,
You can give the aid
because of
another buff.
background military. I mean,
You
dog.
can give the aid another buff, which will give her a +2 to her animal trick, but it's still going to take her a week to teach her dog a new trick.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
So you two.
I was working on stay.
And roll your handle animal trick. Stay would have worked in that instance. What's your total? +2. It's only a
Not
DC.
a 15.
Isn't it DC 15?
No, absolutely not.
You could try multiple times per day. So I'll just say you try in the evening, and you can try later in the afternoon. So you could try again. It's just that time was unsuccessful. That's better.
Okay,
you're
yeah.
good. But between him helping you and instructing you on how to handle a dog
Yes,
properly,
2 out of 7. Let's go.
she's now successfully completed 2 out of 7 attempts to teach Nichia how to stay.
Okay. Also, empty your quiver. I go to the archer guy. Empty your quiver.
Okay.
He's cooking.
I'm in the middle of something.
Okay,
Do you
fine. Then I
want-
grab your quiver.
That's my stuff.
My
I
serrated
dump
arrows.
all of his arrows into a fire and just put enchanted arrows. I'm putting enchanted arrows into
Don't
it.
burn my serrated arrows. These are actually really nice.
You like enchanted serrated arrows? Okay, give me a sec. Here.
You now all have basically his arrows that.
So you all have +2 arrows of bleedings. They are unbreakable. Unbreakable and +2. They are +2 damage, +2 to hits.
You have 5 of each of those arrows that he gives you. Basically, give you a fistful. All right. And as the sun sets on our companions and they all gather around.
Oh, and then he's got the Tanglefoot bow. So I'll give you 3 Tanglefoot arrows too.
Okay.
And then I'll give you also 3 of the exploding ones.
3 exploding, 3 tanglefoot, and just add on to your serrated. And then the sun is setting as you are all eating your rabbit stew, as you are wrapping up a wonderful day of journeys as you actually manage to travel almost 30 miles, heading northeast to enter the darker zones of the Enchanted Forest.
All right, so while we all sleep, my elemental will just keep watch because they don't need to.
Okay.
So,
I can sleep for once. Yes.
so with him whirling over above, keeping watch of you as the night, we're ending the scene on this fine day and session.
Yay.
Just for this session, we record him. We'll record more.
Okay, I was just like, wait, we're done?
We'll be back. We're going to take a break.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Please like,
Listening.
comment, and subscribe. They could watch a blank screen and just to hear our voices.
That's a podcast.
Please
Yeah, it's a podcast. They're listening to this.
don't forget to comment,
come
and
back for the next
subscribe.
one. I'll be here.
We'll still be here.